What up? What up? What up? What's up, man? Hey, it's your boy Big Tight coming back through here. One more again, baby. Hey, it's only popping tonight, baby. I'm about to get y'all started. Like I said, baby, I see y'all wanted the debate last night. We most definitely gonna have another good debate tonight, y'all. Hey, y'all know how we do it, baby. Hey, it's time to get to it, baby. Ain't no time to waste. Hey, appreciate everybody who already have been in here. What up with your Usman, man? Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming through, Usman. Rashad, what up with y'all, man? Anonymous, Nick Tri-State, all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, boy, coming in here, kicking it with your boy tonight. I will be putting the link in the chat in just a few minutes, y'all. I'm gonna put it in here early. Your boy ain't gonna talk for long because this show is more about more about y'all, man. You know, y'all debating y'all opinions, facts, whatever. We're gonna get right to it, baby. I'm just gonna put a little flame on the fire to get y'all ass started. I'm just gonna put a couple of little facts out here just to get y'all started, man. But most definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. Like I always say, if y'all enjoy the content, y'all most definitely make sure y'all like and make sure y'all damn subscribe. And we about to get right to it. Usman, we about to get to it, baby. Hey, here we go, right here. I'm about to show y'all my screen. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of little facts. Some of the little comparisons between the two people. What up with your good body, Sean, man? Appreciate you coming through. Good body, Sean. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. All right, man. I'm gonna show y'all a little something. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man, because this more about us just conversating, having a good little debate, man. Y'all know how we do it. We got to kill a little time for the NBA finals tomorrow, man. Most definitely, man. But here we go, man. I'm gonna show y'all my screen. All y'all that's in here, man. I know some of y'all will probably come up in here in a little bit. But I'm gonna show y'all my screen, man, just to throw a little flame on the fire. Throw a little flame on the fire while we waiting on y'all to come up in here. Give me 1 second. Me 1 second. What up with you, Rashad? Hey, Rashad, I'm gonna put the link in the chat early tonight, Rashad. I'm gonna show y'all my screen. Hopefully y'all can see it. If y'all can't see it, then I'm just gonna read it off to y'all. I was trying to hold on. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. I see it's looking a little small. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger, y'all. Give me 1 second. Uzman, you say interesting topic. You say I feel like I'm getting a history lesson in America. I hear you, Uzman. All right, Rashad, you say bet. Yes, sir. I'm gonna put it in early tonight, Rashad. Hey, this more about y'all, man, because I see y'all like to debate. So we most definitely gonna get. Hey, I'm just gonna throw a little gas on the fire tonight. Throw a little gas on the fire. Give me 1 second, man. I'm gonna see if I can try to make it a little bigger. See if y'all can see it a little better. Give me 1 second. Try to see if I can make it a little bigger. Let me see. How that look, Rashad? Can you see that, Rashad, or you still can't really see it? Can you see it a little better? Can y'all see that a little better on the screen? If y'all can't, then I'm just gonna read it to you. Um, Usman, you say that's better. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can make it a little bit bigger, y'all. Give me 1 second, Rashad, you say that's good. Okay, cool. Cause y'all know how I do it, man. I don't want to just tell y'all. I like for y'all to see it also. So basically, what this is, y'all, it's a little comparison thing. It's like as far as with both of the teams, how they did with that '96 team and the 2017 team, as far as the wins that they had, the win streaks, the shooting percentages, the guys that made all defensive team, who made MVP, all that stuff. So we're gonna go through that little bit right there, man. Just to throw a little flame on the fire to get y'all started, man. Then I'm put the link in the chat and y'all come up here and speak y'all mind, speak y'all opinion. Y'all know how we do it. So hey, let's get to it, man. The first thing we're gonna start out with. Hold on. Okay. First thing we're gonna start out with is through the regular season, y'all, with the 96 Bulls, 2017 Warriors. So let's come on down. This is the first thing we're gonna get into with the regular season. First of all, now both of them with their season records, y'all. As y'all see, the Bulls went 72-10, Warriors went 67-15. So right there with the season record, you got the Bulls up. You got the Bulls up 1-0 right there with the season record already, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, now y'all see winning percentage. What up with your Nick Tri-State, man? You say, man, it would be amazing. Them Warriors did sweep their way into the finals that year. For sure. Hey, Nick Tri-State, I will be putting a link in the chat early, man. So I just wanted to show y'all a little something between these two teams as far as their records, percentages, who made MVP and all that stuff. Just throw a little flame on the fire, man. I'm putting the link in the chat and y'all come up here and speak y'all mind, man. So y'all see, as far as the winning percentage on that season, you see the Bulls got them. They had 8.78 and the Warriors had 8.17. Now, as far as the longest win streaks in them seasons, y'all, right here you see the 96 Bulls had a win streak of 18 games straight, and they had a losing streak of only 2 games. Now, the 2017 Warriors, they had a win streak of 14 games, and they had a losing streak of 3 games. Now, let's go down here. I'm going to skip over this part right here, y'all, as far as players used. This is what I want to come down here. Now, we're going down here to the playoff comparison right here, y'all. Of course, the 96 Bulls, they won the championship. Warriors won the championship. Rashard, you say Golden State is 6. You say easily, not even close. And Usman, you say this is the presentation. I want mine writing in the site. Yes, sir, Usman. We both definitely going to get you right. Go get you right on the presentation for sure. Okay, y'all, let's come down a little bit more. Let's come down a little bit more. Now, as far as the playoff record, in that year, the Bulls went 15-3, and you see in that year, the Warriors went 16-1 in that playoff year. Now, let's go down to winning percentage. Well, I'm going to skip over that. I'm going to skip over the players used. Now, let's go to the honors. Now, this is what I want to show y'all now. The honors and the awards that these guys won in that season. Now, first, we're starting out with the Bulls. Now, as y'all see, Michael Jordan, he won MVP in that season. And he also won Finals MVP. Now, Phil Jackson won Coach of the Year. Tony Kukoc won Sixth Man of the Year. And as you see, the all-team first NBA was Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Also on that Bulls team, all defensive first team, you had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and Dennis Rodman. All right, so those are all the awards that that 1996 Bulls won that season. Now let's come down here to the 2017 Warriors. As y'all see, Kevin Durant. Now this is not MVP. Now y'all see Jordan won MVP and Finals MVP. Now Kevin Durant, he only won MVP in the finals. He won Finals MVP. Kevin Durant. Now Draymond Green, he won defensive player. He won All NBA third team, and also Steph Curry and Kevin Durant won All NBA second team, and Draymond Green won All Defensive Player. He won All Defense. He was on All Defensive first team. Draymond Green. So as y'all see, the Chicago Bulls had more awards and honors than the Warriors in that season. Now let's go down to the NBA. Let's go down to the leaders of a certain category. What up with your goodbye to Sean? You say KD didn't even average 40 against Ant-Man when they got the belt the ass. Rashard, you say we tripping. Hey, Rashard, I'm just throwing you. Hey, you see, I'm just throwing you the facts out here. Just putting a little flame on the fire. What up with you? Be good, man. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, like I said, y'all, I will be putting the link in the chat early. I just wanted to show y'all a couple of, y'all know, I don't only like to just tell y'all, I like to show y'all. So I just wanted to show y'all this stuff before I put the link in the chat and y'all come up here and speak y'all mind. You know how we do it. But here we go. Now the season, now the leaders of that season, in that season, y'all, the 96 Bulls, that Michael Jordan, he was the scoring leader in that season. Dennis Rodman, he led the league in rebounds. Now for the Warriors in that season, the only thing they had that they led the NBA in is Draymond Green led the NBA in steals that year in 2017. That's it. So the Bulls, they up on them on that one too, also y'all. Okay, let's go down here. Well, I'm gonna skip over the Hall of Famers, y'all, because the Warriors, they still got guys playing, so I'm gonna skip over that with the Hall of Famers. Now let's go over here to a regular season stats per game. Now, as far as the points, 96 Bulls, they averaged 105.2 points a game. The 2017 Warriors averaged 115.9 points a game. All right, y'all. Now, check this out. Now, let's come down here to the rebounds. Now, the Bulls, they averaged 44.6 rebounds that season, and 2017 Warriors averaged 44. So they right there neck and neck as far as they average rebounds, what they are average for the season. Now, as far as assists, the Bulls averaged 24.8, Warriors averaged 30.4. So you know the Warriors pretty much gonna win the assist thing. All right, so now let's go down to steals on the season. The Bulls averaged 9.1, Warriors 9.6. So hey, that surprised me right there, y'all. With all the defensive accolades with the Bulls, I was surprised that the Warriors squeezed them out right here, 9.6 to 9.1. Now let's go down here to blocks, y'all. Now we go down here to blocks. We got the 96 Bulls with 4.2 and the 2017 Warriors with 6.8. That also surprised me, y'all. That also surprised me right there. D4N, what up with your brother? You say, nah, the Warriors on top, and I'm not a Warriors fan. Tri-State, you say, Rodman again, Draymond ejected 4 minutes into the game. Okay, y'all, now, check this out. 3-pointers made, y'all know the Warriors going to win that as far as the average of 3 points made that they made. Bulls average 6.6, Warriors average 12. So y'all know the Warriors going to win that as far as the 3-point shots. Now, let's go to field goal percentage. The Bulls were at 0.78, and the Warriors on that season were at 0.95 as far as field goal percentage. Now, check this out, y'all. Now, this is what tripped me out right here, y'all. Now, 3-point percentage. Now, y'all know as good as Golden State was at shooting a 3-pointer. Hey, this right here tripped me out that actually the Bulls had a better 3-point percentage than the 2017 Warriors with the Splash Brothers. The 96 Bulls had a better 3-point percentage with 403 to 383 for the Warriors. So that was a shocker to me, man. What up with your T-Bit, man? Jeremy Jane, what up with your brother? You say, I always say it depends on what rules we playing on the Usman. You say title, a case study on the superiority of the 96 Bulls over the 17 Warriors. And let me see, D4N, you say JK, T-Bit, you say watching the protest, so I'm in and out. Okay, that's cool, T-Bit. Hey, yeah, T-Bit. Hey, that junk crazy with that protest, man. That junk is crazy going on with that protest right now. What up with your daily grind? You say the Warriors will win 4-1. Man, you say they took 40 more threes, though. Okay. All right, here we go. I got a couple more things I want to show y'all, and then we're going to get right into it. Here go free throw percentage on the season. The Bulls averaged 7 point. They was at 746. The Warriors was at 788. So the Warriors did a little better than them as far as free throw percentage. Now let's go down here to the playoffs, y'all. Now the Bulls averaged 97.4 points in the playoffs. The Warriors averaged 119.3 points in the playoffs. Now let's go down here to rebounds. Now the Bulls, they averaged 43.6 rebounds in the playoffs, and the 2017 Warriors averaged 45.8 rebounds in the playoffs. Hey, the Warriors whooping their ass in damn near every category, y'all. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 96 Bulls assists in the playoffs. They averaged 22.7. The Warriors averaged 28.2 assists in the playoffs. All right, here we go. Brody, what up with your Brody? You say, hey, the Bulls got that. Hey, I'm going, if they was to match up, now I'm just showing y'all the little stats on the season with them compared in the season and with the playoffs. Now, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the chat in a few minutes. Y'all come up here and holler at me, tell me what y'all see. But this in black and white, y'all, just showing y'all the stats on it, but just throwing a little gasoline on the fire before y'all come up here and speak y'all mind. Now, look at this, y'all, as far as steals. Of course, you know the Bulls were going to beat them with this, y'all. Steals in the playoffs. The Bulls at 9.5, 17 Warriors, 8.7. Blocks. The Bulls with 3.9, Warriors average 6.1. 3-pointers made, like you know, once again in the playoffs, they made more 3-pointers than the Bulls, which we know that the Warriors average 12.2, Bulls average 6.2. I mean 12.7. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Let me see. Okay, now this is what I wanted to show y'all. Now, regular season leaders. In that season, y'all, we had these are the regular season leaders in that season. In that season, Michael Jordan, of course, you know, he led the NBA in scoring that year. He averaged 30.4 points per game. David Johnson, what up with your brother? You say just coming in the Chicago. You say just coming in the Chicago Bulls would destroy any Warriors team point blank. Thank you, David. Thank you, brother. You think the same way I think. I'm with the Bulls all day long, all day, every day. I'm going with the Bulls to whoop their ass all day, every day. Okay, y'all, here we go. Now, let's go down to assists on the season. Scottie Pippen led the league in assists. Hey, this was a trip to me, y'all. I was surprised Scottie Pippen led the league in assists that year. Okay. So hold on, I skipped this right here, y'all. Y'all know Dennis Rodman, he led the league in rebounds that year. He averaged 14.9. And Kevin Durant, he led the league. Well, he averaged 8.3 rebounds per game in 2017. Now, in assists, Scottie Pippen averaged 5.9. He was the high man. He led the team in assists with 5.9. Draymond Green led the Warriors with the assists with 7 a game, average 7 a game. Now let's come down here to steals. Now, as far as with steals, Michael Jordan led the Bulls with he averaged 2.2 steals per game. Draymond Green averaged 2 steals per game. So they pretty much neck and neck right there, y'all. Pretty much neck and neck. Now, let's go down here to blocks. Your boy Luke Longley, which he was the center, he averaged 1.4 blocks per game, and Durant averaged 1.6 blocks per game. All right, now let's go down here to the point average in the playoffs. And after this, y'all, I'm putting the link in the chat, and y'all come right on up here and holler at me, baby. Y'all know how we do it. Let me see what y'all saying. T-Bit, you say New York. T-Bit, you say Dennis Rodman had a wild adult. Like, yeah, he did, T-Bit. Your boy was wilding for sure. J-Pop, what up with your brother? You say, brother, Warriors will win, no question. Man, I don't know, man. I think the Bulls, that defense, I think that defense, they'll match up with them, boy. And they most definitely wouldn't be able to do nothing with Jordan. They ain't doing nothing with Jordan or Pittman. So here we go, man. As far as the points they average in the playoffs, Michael Jordan averaged 30.7 points per game in the playoffs. That year, 2007, Kevin Durant averaged 28.5 points per game in the playoffs. All right, let's go down a little bit. Now, as far as rebounds in the playoffs, Dennis Rodman averaged 13.7 rebounds per game in the playoffs. Draymond Green averaged 9.1 rebounds per game in the playoffs. As far as assists, once again, Scottie Pippen led the Bulls in assists in the regular season, and y'all see he led them also in the playoffs. Steph Curry led them in assists in the playoffs, which he averaged 6.7 assists per game. Steals, of course, Scottie Pippen led them in steals. He was more the defensive person. He averaged 5.9 steals per game. Assists per game. I'm sorry. And okay, I already read that. I'm sorry, I already read that. My bad, y'all. Here we go. Steals. Scottie Pippen averaged 2.6 steals per game, and the Warriors average with Steph Curry, he averaged 2.0. Hey, now that's a surprise right there, y'all. That surprised me. Your boy Steph Curry led them in steals in the playoffs. That's a surprise to me. That's a surprise to me. But that's what I wanted to show y'all right there. You know, like I said, I just wanted to get y'all started, throw a little fire. Get you a little fire. Fire. Let's get it, baby. I'm finna put the link in the chat, baby. Y'all come up here and holler at me, man. Let's get it. We finna get this thing on the popping. I just wanted to start y'all out with a little bit of comparison, stats, and all of that. So let's get it, man. Whoever want to come up here and holler at me, hit that link and bring your ass on up here, baby. You the next contestant on The Price is Right, baby. Tell them what is one, Bob. Get your ass up here. But hey, I'm telling y'all right now, with this matchup right here, man, I'm going with the Bulls all day long. I'm going with the Bulls all day long. I'm telling y'all right now. Let me get my boy Tri-State up here.
Okay.
What up with
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it's definitely gonna get spicy tonight.
oh yeah. You
Oh
know,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yo, shout out tight.
doggone.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
For sure.
But yo, let's get to the nitty gritty, dog. I'm with you. The Bulls winning. Why they winning? Here's the thing. All right, everyone want to fall in love with how Golden State plays. And they shoot so many threes and they make so many threes. Y'all just acting like they would make all these shots on the Bulls, bro. This is one of the best defensive teams in NBA history. You have three, not one, not two. You have three of the 10 best defenders in NBA history on one
Facts,
team.
facts.
And then we not also going to take into effect, first off, when the game is close, we not going to act like Black Jesus not going to get in Kevin Durant and all their heads. And people could have laughed at my comment. Bro, I'm not lying. Rodman would have Draymond thrown out, bro. He'd get
Oh,
him
Hey,
suspended.
Robin gonna be on him.
Yeah, Rodman going to get him suspended on top of locking up KD. And y'all want to say, trust me, that man, I saw that man lock up Shaq. Shaq. Go
Yeah,
look at that '96
Robin.
season when they played him. He was locking up Shaq. I've
Yeah,
seen him lock up
Robin.
Jordan. I've seen him lock up
Facts,
Magic.
facts. He had the guard Karl Malone, the mailman.
And
You
here's the
know
thing.
him.
Okay, people gonna say KD's more gifted scoring. Sure, but you know what? KD isn't more than all of them. He's not more mentally strong than them. Rodman Jordan would get in his head, get him completely off his game, and it would completely
they got
affect the team.
and see one thing about the Bulls. What people don't be looking at is Jordan, great defensive player. Scottie Pippen, great defensive player. Rodman, Ron
And
Harper,
Ron Harper.
and Ron Harper. So they got multiple guys. They got multiple guys that were top defensive players that they gonna guard against Golden State top players, man.
You
And
know.
then
Uh
this my thing, Nick Tri-State.
huh.
Everybody looking at the Warriors. What the fuck the Warriors gonna do with Chicago?
Exactly.
Who guard Jordan?
Who
Who
guarding
guard
Jordan?
Jordan?
For real? Who guarding Jordan?
Who guard Pippen? Who guard Tony Kluko?
Yup. Here's my thing. You know how the Bulls would match up, in my opinion? I think Scottie's on Steph, right? You
You know what?
have
I'm thinking. I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking probably Ron Harper, because
you could
Ron
put Ron
Harper.
Harper on Draymond,
No, I'm putting.
low-key.
No, now this what I would do, because they had Tony Kluko. This what I would do, because Draymond ain't really doing a lot as far as scoring. So I'm putting Kluko. I'm putting him on
Or
Draymond, because
Jordan.
Draymond, you ain't
I'm
really got
letting
to worry
Jordan
about him
save his
scoring too
legs
much,
defensively.
huh?
In the beginning of the game, I'm letting Jordan guard Draymond. You know why? Because he's going to be conserving his energy on the defensive end. When the fourth quarter rolls around, then you throw him on Steph or KD. But I'd have Rodman and Pippen wear out KD, and then Jordan's getting in his head. And then I'm not even going to talk about Steph is one of the most overrated clutch shooters in postseason history. If y'all don't believe me, look it up. He's 1 for 11 with 5 seconds or less game on the clock in the playoffs. That's a fact. He's 1 for 11. He's one of the most overrated clutch players in NBA history in the playoffs. Look
Now,
it
as
up.
far, what up with you, Rashad?
I'm just listening, man.
Hey,
This is
you talking?
crazy.
Yeah, listen.
I told y'all we were gonna get it going again tonight.
Yo, the shit that I'm hearing is illegal that I'm hearing right now. This is blasphemous, man.
Yeah, you know
Hey, I'm
why?
sorry.
I tell you
Oh,
one thing: if the Warriors were as good as you say, you feel me? All those guys, if they were really dogs, they wouldn't have had to have got together to win.
Nah, we not look, you diving way too deep into it. I'm just talking about the two teams.
Yeah,
Golden Golden
yeah.
State. Yeah, you trying to do all this psychiatrist shit
Huh?
and
What do you
diving
mean?
into
But all that
I'm
stuff
worried about basketball.
matters.
Nah,
All
nah,
that stuff matters. See,
nah.
bro, you ever played ball?
Obviously, bro.
So you're telling me the psychological aspect of basketball doesn't matter? What's in between your ears doesn't matter in basketball? Come on, dog.
That
And what's in your chest as far as your heart? You think those two things don't matter?
let's
Who got
break
more
this.
heart than Jordan and Pippen and Rodman on the Warriors? Let's start there. Who got more heart than them?
Bro, you acting like Golden State was soft, man. They literally killed the whole
Man,
NBA. They wiped out everybody. They didn't lose a game going to the finals. I think they only lost one game in the playoffs that year, 2017.
So did the 0-1 Lakers, but we'll get there another time.
The Lakers, that's not even a conversation. The Bulls is a conversation. The Lakers wouldn't last a day with Golden State.
Yeah, okay.
They wouldn't.
But yo, the 96 Bulls, bro, they match up very well with the Warriors. Very well. You can throw plenty of bodies on KD. You can throw plenty of bodies on Steph.
No, it's a conversation.
And what they gonna see? What gonna happen when they see that black cat walk across the court and he start talking and getting in their head?
Bro, they got 3 dogs on their team. They wouldn't be worried about Jordan, man. That's why they got Kevin Durant. Who's guarding Kevin Durant again?
They got 2 dogs. They don't got 3 dogs.
You can put Rodman or Scottie Pippen
or Scottie and Jordan. You can put Jordan.
You said Robin on
Rodman or Scottie Pippen. I probably put Scottie Pippen.
My man never watched basketball, bro.
I definitely did. Bro, do we not realize KD is one of the top 3 scorers of all time?
Is he really?
All time. He is.
How many 60-point games has he had? Let's start there. Never.
Never. You're not gonna do this, man.
What you
KD
mean?
Is not a top 3 scorer of all time.
How many 60-point games he got?
Tight.
Answer my question, Shad. How many 60-point games is he? How many times has he scored 60 points in a game?
That doesn't make you a great scorer.
What do you mean?
LeBron dropped 60
What do you mean? LeBron dropped 60 once.
LeBron dropped 60. That don't mean he's a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
He's not a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
Then. So that doesn't matter. I'm talking about scoring ability. KD is top 3 ever. And I'm challenging, and I'm asking, what's the names? Because you looking at me like I'm talking crazy. Name 3 players that can score better than Kevin Durant.
Kobe and Jordan are easily 1, 2.
You just said Kobe over Kevin Durant?
As a scorer?
Hell no.
Oh, Lord.
Ty.
Lord.
Ty, what are we talking about here? Because now we're disrespecting Kevin Durant?
You say what? You say what?
You said you're telling me putting Kobe Bryant as a scorer over Kevin Durant is disrespectful? My man dropped 81 in a game, and he scored 50 points in 4 straight games. 2 of those were 60 bombs. What are you saying?
You keep throwing out numbers. I want you to check the stats on that
all
game.
of a sudden, numbers mattered yesterday, but now they don't matter today.
How many shots did Kobe take to get 81?
Bro, you act like he was 28 or 46, and he was 28 or 40. If KD was as much as a dog, he never can't take over a game like that, though.
Bro,
you can't take a game. KD can't take a game over.
Bro, KD is a top 10.
This man just said it's disrespectful to say Kobe is a better scorer than KD. First off, Kobe has no weakness in his game. KD has weaknesses in his game. Well, now he doesn't. It took him long enough. It took him 12 years in the league.
Hey, this what I say. This is what I say. As far as a score, I'm going with Kobe. If you're talking about shooting, I'm gonna go with Durant. Durant wanted the best.
As a pure shooter, yes.
Yeah,
as a shooter, but as a scorer,
but as a scorer, I'm going with Kobe.
That don't even make sense.
Kobe,
he averages more than Kobe. Like, bro, it's not even close. Like, what are we talking about?
He averages more than Kobe.
His career.
You realize if Kobe didn't play with Shaq all those years, he would have been averaging 40 those years if he didn't play with Shaq.
Let me say, so Rashad, you putting Durant over Kobe
for scoring? Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Kevin Durant is 7 feet, bro.
I know, but I'm saying.
So
but I think when I look at them 2 players, the only thing I'm putting that Durant got better than Kobe is I think Durant is a better shooter. Besides that, I'm going with Kobe with everything else.
The mid-range is better. The mid-range is better. The 3-point shot is better.
I'm going with Kobe with the defense. I'm going with Kobe with attacking the basket.
No, I said just scoring, not defense. I'm saying only scoring. KD is a top 3 scorer of all time. Yeah, I mentioned Kobe.
Yeah, he's third.
Name 3 other players that's better.
He's third. KD's third as a scorer. Okay. But going back to it.
Cool. Then we third.
Well, going back to it though, real quick, you realize Kobe had a potent and polished and finished offensive game 4 years into his career. There was no weakness in his game. Kevin Durant for the first 6-7 years of his career couldn't go left and finish with his left at the rim. And that's what Kobe said in the beginning. He was like, when KD was young, he was like, I knew I could force him left and he couldn't finish with his left. So he'd always do that. Then Kobe said KD finally developed that, but it took him long enough. Those things matter to me. You feel me? Looking at a 21-year-old Kobe Bryant, and he had no flaws in his offensive game. There wasn't one flaw. I mean the guy tore out shooting free throws and jump shots. He shot 500 left-handed shots so he could be ready. Those shit matters to me, bro. And things like that needs to matter to you and other people. Y'all glorify.
Wait, good?
Did Kobe average 30
like if he's this great scorer?
Whoa.
I said score.
Appreciate you coming through, John.
Yo,
Okay,
be good.
go ahead, John.
Another score to that.
Count people out.
Yo, be good. Now we jacking that KD's not a top 3 scorer of all time. That's what
I
we're
say
doing.
top 5, top 4. I mean, I think y'all got to throw Abdul-Jabbar in there too.
Yeah. What about Kareem? Exactly.
Yeah,
what about Kareem?
Yeah, I go with
top
5, but I ain't putting him over Kobe though.
We just said Kareem is a better scorer than Kevin Durant because he tall and he got a hook shot. What the fuck is we talking
You
about?
got it, bro. He was
disrespecting the legends, bro.
Y'all
He be disrespecting the
Kevin
forefathers. Kevin Durant's a fucking pussy.
Bro, I'm talking about scoring. I'm not talking about all that extra shit. I said
he's a pussy, over emotional pussy. He be going on Twitter back and forth with people. I hope he hears this so he can tweet about me, so I can blow up.
I get what you're saying when it comes to like dudes have different ways to score, and that is important and stuff like that. But Abdul-Jabbar, we didn't even think nobody was gonna break his record. You know what I'm saying? When it came down to the NBA. Bro, and he got like 5 rings to go with it. I mean, he may only had like 1 or 2, let's say 3 to 5 moves.
6 of them Johns.
Couldn't stop it.
Yo, John, pull up here, man. They just said Kareem is a better scorer than Kevin Durant.
I mean,
I can't believe this shit.
I'm hearing you, bro, but
Ty, what are you talking about right now?
Okay, who we gonna put for the so top 5 scores? Who we going with the top 5 scores?
Pure scores. Just putting the ball in the hoop.
Scoring.
Pure
all right. I'm gonna give my 5. All right, Kobe, Mike.
You can't have Kobe and Mike, bro.
As a scorer?
You can't have both of them in your top 5.
As a scorer?
Nah, you can't.
Why do you say that?
They're 2 different people.
Nah, you can't have both of them.
They're all different players.
They're both the same players. Kobe over there sucking Michael Jordan his whole career.
Oh my God! Listen to this. Look at this disrespect. Look at this disrespect.
Pick Jordan or Kobe. They both the same player, basically.
Okay. We're using that. Okay.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Using that. Let's go. Okay. We'll pick. We got to pick one. We're gonna go with Jordan then.
All right. Go ahead. Keep going.
A pure scorer. Give me Melo. Yeah. Give me Melo over KD. Give me Melo. You want to know why? You want to know why? You want to know why? Because Melo could bully ball you in the post. KD can't. He don't got that part. That part of his game ain't there.
God,
he can't bully you in the post.
You know what? As far as with KD and Melo, if you think about it, they almost kind of like in the same boat because both of them are great shooters.
I watched Carmelo get kicked out the league towards the end of his career. KD's still dropping 28 right now.
But we talking about like in their prime.
In their prime too. KD's doing it now too.
In their prime, Melo was just He was just as good of a shooter as Durant.
Tight. Carmelo came off the bench, man. We're not putting him in our top 5.
Melo,
are you kidding me? Yeah, he came off. He got kicked to the bench. The Rockets released him. We're not putting him in the same conversation with Kevin Durant.
I'm talking about you, but you talking about in his later years. We talking about in the prime,
later years, all of that. KD is way better than Carmelo scoring. What are we talking about? That's not even close.
Man, the way this man talk about Kevin Durant, he should have 5-6 rings. I would think he wouldn't have never need to have gone to Golden State to get his cheap ass rings.
Come up with a good one too. Tracy McGrady was a good.
Tracy McGrady.
Oh my,
he was really he wasn't consistent. I thought with consistent, you got to be consistent.
Exactly, consistency matters. Y'all bringing up Carmelo.
I didn't bring up Carmelo, but
the end of his career, he got benched.
Though, bro.
He got benched.
When I say Abdul-Jabbar, you just done.
Man, Kobe got 50 26-point games. 50.
Hold on, man. I'm not even talking about that, but Abdul-Jabbar, bro, he was an NBA leading scorer for until LeBron James,
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta have the
You
guy
gotta have
that
him in the top 3.
led the
You know what
NBA
I'm
in
saying?
scoring. You gotta have him in there.
So finish our list. We said I heard MJ. Somebody said Carmelo, but continue. What's
Hold
next?
on,
Well,
for
I
Clear
me,
ain't
for
scorer.
me, but
I ain't put
hold on.
Carmelo in the top
For me,
5.
like let me just on my list, and I don't have
Oh yeah,
it.
go ahead, be good. Go ahead.
I'm saying MJ. I throw Kobe. Then I throw Abdul-Jabbar. I throw Karl Malone because Karl Malone was what third all time scoring, if I'm not mistaken.
Second.
Karl Malone
I'm
over
saying
Kevin
he's
Durant.
third now.
Yeah.
Then I'll throw KD in there.
How
I
the
mean, I
hell
got
do you
KD in like my top 5, but bro, for you to
put Karl
disrespect those
Malone? In
dudes
what
when they
world
was
do you
in the
put
league,
Karl Malone ahead of Kevin Durant? Now we really
I
losing.
mean, how many points do they got? I mean, where's Karl Malone on that list? Isn't he like third now?
Are we talking about the same thing? I'm talking about scoring. Because I heard Karl
Bro,
Malone over
if you're in
Kevin
the
Durant.
top 5 of all time in score, that means you have to be a scorer, bro.
Nah, that's not true.
Ain't no
LeBron is the leading scorer of all time. I'm not going to say he's a better scorer than Kobe. I would take Kobe
I mean, he's
scoring
not a
wise
better
over
scorer
LeBron.
than Kobe and stuff, but like I said, Karl Malone, he had that. I mean, he had that jump shot. Karl Malone wasn't no slouch when it came down to it. He just ran to the Jordan there.
Karl Malone don't even deserve to be next to Kevin Durant when we talk about scoring. We talking about all around scoring, 3-point shot, mid range, pull up, finishing at the
No,
basket.
bro, that's not how
Yeah,
it works.
All of it.
You can't take the post and center away and stuff like that because that wasn't part of their game.
I'm taking.
They
I'm taking
scoring at a
everything.
high rate.
let me
Post
ask
up
y'all.
game,
Let me
everything.
ask y'all this now. As far as like we talking about scores, where y'all put Kyrie at?
I have Kyrie in my top 5.
I have them top 10, maybe 10. The reason I have them at 10 is just because you got to go through other people and stuff like, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at the whole picture and stuff like that. I think he would rank probably 10, but if I was to say, I can't put like Kyrie over like Steph Curry and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I
Absolutely.
think he'd be in
Kyrie's
the
a better
top 10.
scorer than Steph. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
we
mean,
not
you
really
even
breaking
got
it down.
Dame.
We break.
You gotta really go down that list, and I think you can come up with a little bit more greats before you can, choose Kyrie. That's all I'm saying.
Now we not
John. He said Iverson. Can't forget about Iverson either.
I mean, I was gonna throw AI in there too, but you get what I'm saying? You have to go down the list and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yo, tight.
As much as I like Kyrie, he's always. I mean, for him to, he can't be your number one leading scorer on the team. He has to be like number 2. You know what I'm saying, Tight?
Yeah.
Yo, tight.
Go ahead.
My top 5, I got Jordan. I don't believe you could put Jordan and Kobe in the top 5. They both the same players. Kobe emulated Michael Jordan's game. I'm not putting Kobe's not in the conversation. Still an elite scorer. I got Jordan. I have Kevin Durant at 2. I got Iverson at 3. Kyrie at 4. And I'm gonna probably throw that 5 is tough. I hate to say it, I'm gonna throw James Harden at 5. We gonna like James Harden for when we look at Houston, this dude was averaging 36 and 10, 35 the year before that, 29, 27. James Harden was unstoppable. They changed the rules for James Harden.
Yeah, like he was doing that. He was doing that foul baiting.
Yeah, like they had to change the rule, but forget the foul baiting, the 3-point shot, the step back. He was killing everybody. So that's my top 5. And KD, like I hear what you're saying, Tri-State, about him being soft and all that. I'm just talking about scoring. And then back to topic with Golden State and the Bulls. Yo, who's guarding Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant is gonna get 30 on anybody.
I don't know. Kevin Durant, you probably it's gonna be either Scottie Pippen or Rodman on his ass, man.
But they can't stop Kevin Durant. If y'all say
no, they not. Don't get me wrong. They not gonna just shut him down because Kevin Durant too good of a shooter.
Okay,
so they're not gonna shut him down. But we just saying Rodman will be able to play good defense on him. Where I don't think he will have 30-some points.
Nah,
I think he could cut him down to like low 20s.
Tight. You know what I think? He won't be shooting a good field goal percentage. Can I say that? He could get 30, but he's gonna have to take at least let's just say he only took like 17 shots. He would have to take at least 24. You know what I'm saying? This to get
Because
that
all of those guys you seen, I just showed you on the thing. All of those guys would all defensive teams. So they most definitely gonna play defense on there. See, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I said put Ron Harper on Steph.
Come on,
because
y'all.
Ron Harper a smaller guy, he can run around with him.
But come on, y'all.
I'm putting Jordan. I'm putting Jordan gonna be on Klay. We gonna lock Klay gonna be locked down. I'm putting Jordan on his ass.
But yo, big tight. See that's where the disrespect for Golden State comes in. Like 2017 Golden State, nobody beat them, bro. They went to the finals. They only lost one game that year. They cleared out everything. And I did some research. That Golden State team was top 2 defense in the league that year. So
yeah, they was. You know, I just showed you in the stat. They was high in the steals, which I was surprised.
They were an elite
high in the steals and high in blocks too.
Someone remind me. Someone remind me. Warriors best 5 with KD, right? It was Steph, Klay, Draymond, Durant, and who? Who was that 5th guy?
The center. What was the dude name? The
Looney.
Bogut. No, it's Bogut.
No, Bogut was 2016,
Yeah,
2015. No, Bogut was gone when they had KD.
Oh yeah, Bogut was gone. He was gone.
Who was their best 5? Let's go off that. Who would be on the court? Because I think why the Bulls match up well is because Golden State can't go small on them. You can't play Drake because here's why. Here's why. You can go. Bulls could go with a 5 of Rodman at center, Kukoc at the 4, Pippen at the 3, Jordan at the 2, Harper at the 1. That is a phenomenal 5.
Golden State created
and they match up perfectly. Yeah, well, the Bulls will beat them at their own game, and I'll tell you why.
Yo, that's another thing. What era are we playing in? What rules we playing? We playing in this era? Because the Bulls wouldn't win a game if we talking about today's NBA.
Why you say that? Oh, really? Today's game with all this spacing? What Jordan's gonna live at the rim. Jordan's gonna live at the rim, bro. He's gonna get to the basket at will. He's gonna get to the basket at will.
Your whole argument is that the Bulls are gonna be physical and stuff. So which era are we talking about? We talking about right now.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Even if they play in
you can't hand check now. You can't hand check.
Yeah.
That's all Scottie did.
But think about it. If you look at them games, Scottie Pippen, Jordan, Rodman, they weren't doing a whole lot of hand checking like that. They was getting up in your body, moving their feet. They was moving their feet, moving their body. They weren't doing a whole lot of hand checking. If you remember them games, I mean, sometimes they did hand checking when people trying to back them down. You could use your hand. You know, when somebody trying to back you down. But
hold on. You're big tight. Hold on. Hear me out on this, big tight, and all 3 of y'all. In this league, in this era, with all this spacing, Jordan would live at the rim, bro. He's gonna get to the basket at will. He's gonna get 15 to 20 free throws a game, especially too with all these little ticky tacky calls. Oh my God! All this spacing, Jordan's gonna get to the rim at will.
Jordan, Pittman, and Kukoc gonna kill their ass, man. And Ron Harper gonna get his too.
Kukoc got the strap. Who guarding Kukoc? Who guarding Kukoc?
Who's guarding Steph? That's what I want to know. Because I heard Ron Harper, Steve Kerr. Who's stopping Steph? That's what I want to know.
No. You know what you could do? Here's the thing you could do. Here's the beauty of the Bulls and how versatile they are. You could have Jordan. You could have Jordan on Curry. You could have Jordan on Curry. You could have Scottie or Rodman on Durant, and then the other one being on Klay.
Yo, you make it sound so easy. So Steph is just a bum, huh?
No. Steph, now.
That's how you're making it sound. You're saying, we could
I'm not saying he's a bum, but Jordan locking him up. Stop it. Jordan locking him up. Yeah, Jordan locking him up.
Steph gonna get his shots. And the reason why I say Steph gonna get his shots is because he run around so many screens.
Off ball, bro.
So because of how many
Jordan getting over those,
how much he run around, eventually he gonna get open to get an open shot because he don't need that but a little room to get it out.
Bro, you cannot guard Steph 1-on-1. When you running behind screens, it's a team defense to get to Steph.
Right. You got to do a lot of switching.
That's what I'm saying, Ty. You not Tri-State. You're not even being real. You saying Jordan can guard Steph 1-on-1? No, you can't. You can't
Yes,
run
he
through
can.
screens. You cannot run through screens.
We just said 1-on-1, and 1-on-1 is not running through screens. You just said 1-on-1.
If Steph runs
1-on-1
off
is
the ball,
1-on-1.
bro, Steph runs off the ball. It takes a team to
Okay.
guard Steph. You got to pass
I
him off
mean,
to
but
the
the
next man.
problem of it is they still match up well. Even they
Yeah, they
was
still match up with them because they got the reason it's the same reason why OKC matching up good with the Pacers, because they got multiple guys that can play defense, and that's the same thing with Chicago. They got multiple guys that can play defense where they're not gonna completely shut them down, because Steph is a great player, KD is a great player, so they're not gonna shut them down. But all I'm saying is Chicago got the guys on defense where they can slow them down. They're not gonna completely shut them down.
Oh,
But they most
1,000%.
definitely they play a 7-game series.
Now, yeah,
You
they
ain't
can
gonna tell me that Steph Curry and Steph Curry and KD gonna put up 30 plus every game. That shit ain't happening.
Nah, but we not. You right, type. But we not gonna sit here and act like KD and Steph ain't gonna give them Bulls buckets. They'll give anybody.
Oh yeah,
buckets.
they gonna get some
Yeah,
buckets.
they
I ain't
can
gonna
score,
deny
of
that.
course.
They gonna get some
Of
buckets.
course. They
And
just not
then
beating the
we
we
talking
just
Bulls.
saying it's not gonna be easy. That's all we saying.
It ain't
No,
gonna
right.
be easy
It
for
ain't
the
gonna be
Bulls
easy.
either, though.
Right.
It ain't gonna be easy for the Bulls either, because we making it sound like they were just white Golden State. We didn't even
No.
get to Klay yet.
No.
We didn't even get to
What about
Klay yet.
Klay? What
Yeah,
about Klay?
that's why I say Jordan. I'm putting Jordan on Klay. Jordan on Klay. I'm putting Ron Harper. I'm putting him on Steph, because Ron Harper a little more. He can run around the screens. I'll let him run around with Steph.
Chicken's tight.
I'm putting Pittman. I'm putting Pittman on goddamn. I'm gonna switch Pittman and Rodman on goddamn KD. We're gonna throw a couple of
30.
folks at him.
30.
Yeah, Kukoc, I'm putting him with Draymond, because we ain't got really worry about Draymond on offense. So I'm putting Kukoc on him. But that's the thing, Rashad. Now we just talking about what Chicago would do with Golden State. Now what the hell Golden State gonna do to match up with Chicago? With that, who on Golden State guard matching up with Chicago on defense?
Yeah. Who guarding Jordan?
Who guarding
Jordan?
My thing, I don't think they can cause. Let's be real. MJ, no, that was physical. Offense, defense. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think Steph and them, even though they was a great defensive team, you just Michael Jordan and stuff. They just was, you know what I'm saying? They just could bully ball you out there. Steph and them, they ain't built for that.
Hell no. The
I
mental
just
aspect of the game, the
think
intangibles.
I just think even if it was today's rules, somebody
if
like Jordan, Kukoc, Pittman, ain't no telling what type of points they probably would put up. You can't guard Jordan like how they used to guard him back in the day.
Tight.
Bro,
If
you
we
can't.
talking about-
Hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. With this,
talking about
with
today's
yo, big
NBA,
tight, big
it's not
tight.
even a conversation. It's not even a
big
conversation.
tight.
Go ahead, Rashad. What you say?
I'm saying if we talking about this era,
Yeah,
this is not even a conversation. The Golden State was smacked them. It's not even close.
Man.
The only way this is a tight is the Bulls were a physical defensive team. They got up in guys. They took hard fouls. You cannot do that in today's league, bro. You can't even hand check. You can't even hold your hand on someone's hip.
Just because you can't hand check doesn't mean you still can't play good, sound defense.
Nah, they can't. They cannot defend.
They play good, sound defense, bro.
NBA, bro.
Man,
How?
defense.
Hold on. In this era,
like I was saying, it wasn't like they were just the whole time they playing defense. They hand checking. If you peep game back when they used to be hand checking, a lot of times those guys they had their back turned to them and they trying to back them down, and they would use their hand. They would have their hand on their back. They weren't having their hand in the front of them hand checking. When they were faced up, they got their hands out and they guarding them, moving their feet. The only time they hand checking was when the dude backing them down, trying to post them up, or you got somebody like Gary Payton trying to back you down.
I just think Golden State,
bro. In this era, hold on.
They're gonna outscore the Bulls easily. The Bulls
Bro,
don't shoot
in this era with all this spacing and the high screen and roll, they're gonna put out Kevon Looney. Jordan's just gonna come down, get a pick, get Kevon Looney on him, and he's attacking the basket. And that's it. It's barbecue chicken all day.
No, it's not.
And then the Warriors will come down and shoot a three and miss, and they'll make one and they'll miss, but then the twos will just add up over the threes.
But what I will say, if they were playing in 7-game series, it's gonna be 1 or 2 of them games. Golden State gonna get hot with them threes.
Every game they're gonna get hot.
I will say that.
I think too, tight.
Every game.
Throw in, tight. You gotta throw. Warriors gonna be in foul trouble.
Yeah, I
They
think
ain't really did
that
too
too,
much.
because that's why I say go ahead. Be good. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you good. I've been cutting people off all the time. I'm trying to get better, so
Oh no, you
don't
good.
mind me.
Go
But
ahead.
nah, it's just I know people like to say different eras and stuff like that, but all those guys that play defense without hand checking and stuff like that. Rodman, like you said, he's known for this stopping people, and basically all them guys, they just that mentally, you know what I'm saying? Where like what Nick said earlier, you got to be mentally strong to beat that type of team. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, you ain't mentally strong or your body not there. You're not gonna make it. Now, I ain't talking about them just bully balling you. You just,
Bro, you
I
can't.
just think that was the better team.
Y'all talking about one-on-one. You cannot guard. Yo, y'all disrespecting this Golden State. I want y'all to go watch YouTube when we get off of here. Watch 2017 Golden State. You cannot guard
We don't
them
gotta
one-on-one.
watch. We don't gotta watch
You cannot
YouTube. We
guard them
watch them.
one-on-one. We're talking about all-time great players as Steph and KD. Let's put some respect where it's due, man. You
And what
cannot
about
guard them
all-time great
one-on-one.
players in Jordan,
We
Kukoc, and
respected Jordan.
Pippen, and Rodman?
Did you hear me say that somebody's gonna stop Jordan one time? That's
Yeah,
all the fuck they got. That's all they got. The Bulls take Jordan out the equation.
You got that's why I said
That's
you
all
can't
they
forget
need.
about Pittman and Tony Kukoc. Hey, Pittman gonna get his, and Tony Kukoc gonna get his.
Wait, tight scoring?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, think about it, Rashard. When Jordan left and went to go play baseball, Scottie Pippen still took the motherfucker damn near to the NBA Finals, and Scottie Pippen was the man on the team.
Yeah, him and Kukoc.
Scottie Pippen still took their damn near to the finals
against Utah. Come on,
no, I'm saying when Jordan left. Scottie
Yep.
Pippen, I'm saying what my point is, when Jordan left, Scottie Pippen was still good enough and put up the points to lead that team. And you know, back then you had more competition, especially in the East. You had to go through the Pacers, you got to go through the Knicks. They had way more stacked teams back then.
Yeah, Charlotte was okay at that time.
Yeah, you had Charlotte, Miami. Yeah, you had way more
Orlando.
Way more all around stacked team back then.
The Knicks. The Bulls got screwed against the Knicks that year, but that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, Knicks, Pacers, Reggie Miller. Like I said, you had a lot of good teams in the East, man. Shit, motherfuckers ain't talking about the Hawks. The Hawks had a nice team back then.
Shaq and Penny, what?
Damn,
Mookie
Mookie Blaylock with the Hawks. Kevin
Can
Willis.
I say this? Like, because when they was talking about Golden State being the greatest team ever, which I don't even believe. You can't be the greatest team ever and let LeBron James beat you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you was up 3-1. Now I think it was some excuses. You know what I mean? Oh, but it got thrown out, but they still should have won that series. You know what I'm saying? I question your mental.
2016 though.
I'm just saying, even though you still got to question their mental toughness on that situation.
Nah, he's talking about how people say the 73-9 Warriors is the greatest team ever, and how can you be the greatest team ever if you don't win a championship?
They won a championship.
Oh, okay, I got what you're
with
saying.
KD, yeah, after KD went there.
Yeah, they won 2 championships.
They won what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying. I can question their toughness when it came down to it.
Exactly.
When they got their adversity, what happened? They lost their series.
Yo.
You know, LeBron James said, "I think I beat the greatest team ever," which I don't think it was. But
bro, you could question their toughness. You could question their toughness all you want. When you got KD, Klay, and Steph on the court, it ain't shit you can do about it. That's
where I think me and you will disagree, because that mental game is something different.
That's why KD went there.
Thank you, Be Good. Thank you. The mental aspect of the game matters. What's inside your heart pounding, giving you that heartbeat, that matters. Your brain matters. When someone talking shit and getting in your head, that matters.
That's why KD went to Golden State. He didn't want to lead a team on his own, and he didn't have to. He was able to play one-on-one.
How can you say this man's one of the you big up in one of this you bigging up KD like he one of these great players, but you what just came out your mouth? You just said he didn't need to be the guy. Bro, what do you mean? If you want to be considered one of the greats of all time, you need to be the guy on your own team and win it.
He's one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Yes, he is one of the greatest scorers of all time.
He is. That's what I'm
There's
saying.
a lot of guys though who are great scorers.
Who?
No, I'm just saying there are a lot of guys who were great scorers that couldn't amount to shit. Melo's another one. Melo's a great scorer. He didn't win shit. Dominique Wilkins was a great scorer. He didn't win shit. That doesn't mean they're not great players. KD's still a great player, but winning championships and shit matters. Especially when you that guy. If you're really gonna be that guy.
Like, so we gonna act
Like Charles Barkley
Jordan
said,
played the bum. So Jordan played the bum.
are you driving the bus or are you just riding along in the bus? That shit matters.
Did Jordan play with bums?
No, he didn't play with bums.
Jordan played. Yeah, they had a good team.
Don't get me wrong. He had a couple bums. Luke Longley was a bum. Judd Butchler was a bum.
Bro, Jordan had a super team.
A lot of those guys were bums. Scott Burrell was a bum.
So the Bulls wasn't a super team?
I said it was a super team.
No, they weren't a super team.
They were a super team.
I got what you said yesterday.
How are they a super team?
If you repeat 2 times, I gotta call you a super team.
That's a
now,
super
I get
team.
what you say about today's
I went through this.
It's different. I agree on that. They built that team from the ground up. So I
exactly. Be good. They built that team. A super team is something that's created.
That's false.
If anything, you want to say the Bulls were a super team, but that was something they built.
It don't matter
they
if you
built that team
or join it. A super team is a super team. We talking about all-time great players. Scottie Pippen is a 23-7 player. That's an all-time great player. Dennis Rodman, one of the arguably the greatest defensive player in the league to play, and they had the greatest coach of all time in Phil Jackson. He was a bum too.
I'm not saying he was a bum. No one ever said anyone was a bum. I named a couple guys on the bench who were bums.
I wanted to ask. Who
the fuck is Judd Butchler?
Who was going to coach Golden State? Because it could be Steve Kerr.
You say what? That
who was going to coach Golden State?
That exactly. That's the X factor right there. Steve Kerr is the X factor because he know all the Chicago sets. He know what plays they trying to run. He know everything. So that's is he coaching? Is he playing? How's that work?
Yeah. It comes down to simple math. The Bulls don't shoot enough threes to compete with a Golden State Warriors team. I'm sorry. They're mid-range triangle offense. Heavy mid-range team. That's not going to be Golden State. I'm telling you that right now.
But we seen now you either live by the 3 or die by the 3.
Oh, Golden State made 3.
This year it didn't really work.
What, Golden State? Now we talking about.
I'm just saying in general. When it comes down to it, you live by the 3, you die by the 3.
Golden State, they live by it.
And I'm asking you would really take that risk against that Bulls team?
That's not a. So Golden State shooting threes is a risk. They only lost 1 game that year.
I'm talking about against the Bulls. That's a big risk, bro.
That's not a risk on gold. That's
what the Bulls with those multiple guys they had on defense, and they could guard the perimeter. I don't think Golden State will be able to shoot a whole bunch of threes like
that's what I'm saying, Type. That's what I'm saying, Type. That's a big risk that there's your game plan against that Bulls team. Anybody else?
That's arguably the best defensive team ever, man. Honestly.
That's why I say on this
might be the best defensive team in NBA history.
Yeah, every single guy on the floor can guard the perimeter. The only weakness on their defense is Tony Kukoc. And Tony Kukoc, you put him on Draymond because Draymond ain't doing shit on offense.
Exactly. That's how you neutralize that.
Everybody else they got on the floor,
that easy, huh?
All of them can guard the perimeter.
I mean, yeah, Steph will come down and get a switch and get Kukoc on him, but the Bulls will make their adjustments. They'd make their adjustments.
Don't need no switch. He would cook anybody, bro. That's what I'm saying. We disrespecting Steph now. Some of the shit y'all saying is borderline.
I'm disrespecting Steph. Bro, fuck out of here. You disrespected the late, great Kobe Bryant. You said it was disrespectful to say Kevin Durant was a better Kobe was a better scorer than Kevin Durant. How you sound?
Argument. I said you can't have Jordan and Kobe. They both the same players. How's that disrespectful?
Well, but they're not the same player. They're two different people. They're two completely different people. If anything, Kobe's a more skilled version of Jordan. He shoots better threes. He has a better outside jump shot.
Kobe said it himself. I got my game from Jordan. Everything he did, fade away, spin, mid range. We don't need both of them in the top 5. That's all I said.
How are you going to sit here and tell me or anyone else they can't put Kobe and Jordan as separate players in the scoring category? What are you talking about?
What part of that don't you understand?
They're not the same players. Jordan is way more athletic than Kobe.
Oh my!
Hey,
they're not the same players.
This the one thing about that I don't think we and I said something a little about it a little while ago, but see, we so focused on Chicago guarding Golden State. how is Golden State guarding Chicago? Because Golden State ain't gonna be able to just be on offense the whole game. They got to come back down the court and play defense. So my
I
thing
think
is
that's
for
more of
Golden
a
State.
liability for Washington.
Yeah, you're like what's your name?
That's what I was saying.
Nathan A. Manning. What your man? Like he said, who guarding Mike? Who guarding Pippen? Who guarding Tony Kluko?
Nobody's guarded Mike. See, I'm real. Like we having a conversation. I ain't finna sit here and say, "Oh, I would put Draymond on Mike," because that's what y'all doing to Steph and KD. Y'all disrespecting.
No. I ain't doing that.
Nobody's stopping Mike. Mike is gonna get whatever he want. I can say that.
I ain't saying like I told you before.
That's a fact.
I'm not saying anybody. They're not gonna shut down Curry. You're not gonna shut down Durant. What I'm saying is, I'm just saying Chicago got the guys.
Harder for them to score.
Yeah, they got the guys that can play, that can match up with them, where it ain't gonna be easy for them. They gonna get their buckets, but it ain't gonna be easy. Put it like that. They got to work for it. They ain't gonna just come down and just get whatever they want, like how SGA doing in these playoffs. Just get to whatever you want, do what you want to do. They gonna make them work for it.
Steph gonna get whatever he want whenever he want.
The KD, it's gonna take him. He ain't gonna be as sufficient. I don't think none of them gonna be as sufficient. You know what I'm saying?
KD is. I ain't worried about KD.
And this the thing right here. Some of them guys gonna get in foul trouble because they got to guard on defense. Some of them gonna get in foul trouble when they got to turn around and guard.
That's the biggest liability right there, Ty, because they don't match up well at all against them.
They don't match up with them.
But when you look at the Bulls, they play a triangle offense. That's mid-range, straight mid-range, and they running down the shot clock, getting to the mid-range. You can't
Golden State player. They use a little bit of that triangle they still with Steve Kerr.
Nah, Golden State's a heavy split action team. They setting that screen with Draymond and Steph and Klay. They getting them 3-point shots. They running up the score quick. Golden State plays faster than the Bulls as well. So we talking about scoring the ball, right?
Yeah,
Golden State got that
upper offense, bro. That means they gotta play defense. And I think even with Pippen, he can score, he can capitalize with good pass and Rodman can pass the ball. I think they'll take advantage of those weaknesses.
Scottie Pippen was great at getting to the. Scottie Pippen was great at getting to the basket. He had a nice, decent mid-range game. He was not a 3-point shooter. Streaky, he could shoot it. He probably shot only 1-3 a game. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You're acting like they're gonna try to shoot the 3 ball against. They're not gonna do that.
That's
my
whole
going to the bats and stuff. They're gonna get them in foul trouble.
That's my whole.
They're just gonna have to let them lay the ball up.
But that's my point. Same with Jordan. Jordan didn't shoot heavy threes. He took shots here and there from the 3-point line. The most threes Jordan would take in the game is about 3 of them. Golden State, you playing 3-2. Golden State's
but they played in a different era. If the Bulls and Michael Jordan played in this era, they would shoot more threes because that's how the game is played.
Nah, that's not.
Hey, but you know the Bulls, they had guys that could shoot the 3-pointer, man. You had Steve Kerr. You had what were them 2 white guys that used to come off the bench for the Bulls shoot 3-pointer? Come on. Yeah, Tony Kluko.
Kukoc got the strap.
Yeah, Tony Kluko shoot the lights out.
Tight. We got to be fair. We got to
BJ Armstrong. Oh, that was after. No, they didn't have BJ Armstrong no more.
You say what, Sean?
We got to be fair. Now y'all saying if it was this era, they would shoot more threes. Now we judging.
Of course, the game is played differently in this era.
You're messing up the argument now. We talking about the way the Bulls played.
Yes, we know the way they played. I'm saying if they played in this era, naturally they would shoot more threes because that's how the game is played now.
Well, even if we keep it the same, like how you saying, Rashad, I still think it, like B Good was saying, I still think it'll be a problem for Golden State when they got to switch around and play defense. And I believe some of them guys gonna get in foul trouble, fucking around with Jordan and Pippen and Kluko. All 3 of them guys they gonna get their points. Steve Kerr, he gonna get his too with the jump shots. He gonna get his too.
My fault. I forgot to even throw this IQ.
Steve Kerr gonna get some point too.
I forgot to throw the IQ. 90s and 2000, they play with a better IQ than these guys do. Now, you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, they actually play more team-friendly ball. You know what I'm saying? Moving the ball around, stuff like that. I gotta throw that in there.
You want to know? You want to know how you know that the league is different?
Most of these guys, they just play for the 3 in the NBA.
And then we talking about
exactly.
Steve Kerr.
They're just shooting the 3 to shoot the 3.
Steve Kerr averaged 7 points. So what scoring he doing? Like, come on, man. We
First
gotta
off,
make
in
it.
this,
I say they play
going
more
back to the
ball
era
stretch.
difference, going back to the era difference, Scottie Pippen would play more of a point guard in this era if he played in this era.
Oh my God.
He would.
Bro.
What do you
I'm just saying
mean?
that. I
He's a
mean, it's
point
just
forward.
I'm just looking at it like this, Nick. Big tight. Golden State don't match up well defensively at all.
At
No.
all, not at
They
all.
can
That's
get
what I
them in
said.
foul
That's where
trouble.
the problem gonna be.
And I get
Be
where
good.
Rashad saying they can shoot the
Whoa.
free ball, but the problem of that is MJ and them, they can run you off the perimeter. And it's gonna take them a little while to get hot on the shot because all of them can't hit their shots at the same time. You get
And
what
there
I'm saying?
you
Somebody's
and
gonna be
there you
open.
go disrespecting Steph and KD.
It's not
Nobody is
about
running those
disrespecting
guys off the
Steph, but
perimeter. Stop. We gotta stop
how,
doing that.
Hey,
bro,
Goodbye Sean say Steve Kerr had the highest 3-point percentage in history.
Yeah,
He
because he only shot
Andy had
one or two of them.
they say Andy had the single season record
Oh
at
my
52%. I want to say Steve Kerr
Yeah,
used to
but that's
shoot them 3-pointers, man.
but I could
yes,
use
they
I could use
can.
that
Look,
same listen, I could use that same
no,
argument for Ray
Nick,
Allen.
I got
If
to.
Ray Allen
You know
played in
why?
this era, he would have as many threes as Steph Curry. Why? Because he shot more threes. He would shoot more threes.
Oh my
Ray Allen
God.
would have
Yeah,
just as
now I
amount
say
of
this,
threes
and I
as
say
Steph
this
Curry.
right here. We all love AI, I'm assuming. AI, when they try to cross over Jordan and stuff like that. We all agree AI is faster than Steph. That ain't no debate, right?
Hmm.
You don't think Jordan can run him off? You don't think Jordan can keep up with Steph? Run him off that 3-point line? Because he's
Hell,
gonna have to dribble.
yo, if y'all think that, then we definitely not
Bro,
having
you
a good
crazy, bro.
conversation.
Yeah,
AI was the
yeah, yeah.
fastest
He
player
don't
on
get
the
it, be
court, bro.
good. He don't get it.
I don't get
He
it.
don't get it
Nobody's
one
running
mic.
I'm
Steph
talking
or
about he
Chris.
did the crossover and Jordan still basically recovered on defense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. AI crossed him and he still almost blocked
He's
the
not
shot.
he's not gonna
Nah, yeah,
he's not
we're
gonna be able
reaching
to
now.
get that 3-point shot off like you think he is.
Bro, like Be
Jordan and
Good
them
just
would
said,
make him run
shot.
off the
Be Good just made a great
What?
point. When AI crossed up Jordan, he crossed him out his sneakers, and Jordan still was milliseconds away from blocking the shot. He still almost recovered and blocked the shot. And AI smoked him.
I got something I want to throw out there. Now, Rashard, think about this now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You had somebody that played exactly how Steph Curry played that Michael Jordan had to face every year in the playoffs. And you know who that is, right?
Who?
Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller did the same shit Steph Curry doing. Reggie Miller did that's where Steph Curry and all them get it from. Steph Curry, Rip Hamilton, they get that style of play from your boy Reggie Miller. How he used to run around all them screens and jump shoot, and the Bulls still whoop their ass. So that's why I'm saying the Bulls they played against somebody like Steph Curry who run around on screens, and you got to switch the defense and all of that, with him shooting the 3-pointer. Reggie Miller was that same guy back then. Same shit, run around them screens. Everybody know how Reggie Miller running the whole game.
Steph is that times 10. It's not even close. Reggie Miller. He's
But
not
I'm saying
as
the style of play is the same though.
And then
play is the same. Reggie Miller moved out the ball. He run around 2 or 3 screens. He get the ball. He get a little room. He letting it go. Same shit, Steph. The only thing different is Steph Curry can shoot it from farther out. That's the only thing different. Everything else the same game.
Thank you, Tight. You just went into my next point, and that's another thing I disregarded. Golden State, you cannot set your defense the way the Bulls did. If they do that, Golden State gonna have about 53s. You got to pull up. You got a full court press. There is no set defense playing Golden State because KD.
They will definitely. I agree with you on that. They will have to pick them up.
So that
they won't be able to just sit back and let them come up because Steph will let it go.
That's all the Bulls did. They played set defense. They would struggle playing Golden State. They would have to pull up. Steph is gonna cross your ass in full court if you press him at full court. That's what I'm saying.
Gonna have to press him
but think about it, though. Phil Jackson, like one of the best coaches out there. You don't think even if they played him like that in game 1 and Golden State whooped that? Let's say they played him like that in game 1. Steph Curry have a big game. They whoop their ass. You don't think Phil Jackson will make that adjustment? Okay, they killed us with that. We ain't gonna be able to sit back like that. We're gonna have to pick their ass. You don't think he will make that adjustment?
But Tight, it's nothing you could do about it, is what I'm saying. You can't. If you pick up Steph full court, you in trouble. Now you overworking. You're gonna get tired quick trying to play Steph full court. If you sag back, you giving Steph more room to pull up. He'll shoot it from 40. So it's a lose-lose. You gotta play. You gotta pick your battles. It's no way to stop it, is what I'm saying. I didn't say one time that you could stop Jordan. I never said that one time. I think Jordan would average 30 to 40 playing against Golden State. Nobody, that's fine, but you can't stop Steph.
No, I'm not. And like I say, you're not going to completely stop them. I'm just saying, like what Big Good was saying, they got the players where you're not going to stop Steph. You're not going to shut down KD. They going to get points, but I'm saying Chicago got the players where they going to make their ass work for it. Whatever they get, they going to have to work for it. That's all I'm saying. If they do get 30 points, I guarantee you they going to have to work for all of that shit. But I just think they got the defensive players to match up with them. And like Big Good said, when they turn around and Golden State got to guard, because Golden State got to come back down, and Steph Curry got to guard somebody. Klay got to guard somebody. They got to guard somebody. They got to guard somebody. And I think that's where the problem gonna come in at.
Klay was an elite defensive player back then. We sleeping on that.
Yeah, he was. But who you putting Klay on?
Jordan.
If you put Klay on Jordan gonna destroy his ass.
Bro, yeah, he's way too athletic.
Nobody's trying to stop Jordan though. Like they're not gonna say, "Hey, Klay, stop Jordan." Just stay with him. He gonna get 50. He get 40. That's not gonna win the game. And that's what y'all making it sound like. All I heard was Jordan. That's who they got to score. Nobody else can score at will. Y'all not gonna sit here and tell me Scottie can score at will, however he wants. No way. That's what I'm saying. Like Jordan is the only person that can score at will for the Bulls. Golden State have two people that can score however they want. KD, however you want it.
Gotta go get here too, man. Hey, you don't remember how Scottie used to be hooping, man?
But tight, not however he wants though. He gonna take what they give to him. What I'm trying to tell you is Steph and KD, they're gonna get it however they want it.
Who guarding Scottie?
Who's guarding Scottie? Oh,
yeah,
Draymond.
If you put Klay on Jordan, who guarding Scottie?
Draymond. I like Draymond on Scottie.
Okay, who guarding Tony Kukoc?
Kukoc, who the fuck is that?
You don't know who Tony Kukoc is?
No, I'm being sarcastic, bro.
Oh, okay. But hey,
come on,
Tony
man.
Kukoc won six. I just showed you he won 6 man of the year. Tony Kukoc used to be hooping, Rashad. Come on, Rashad.
And then Golden. We didn't even get to Golden State's bench. We forgot about Iguodala. We didn't get to him yet.
Yeah, bring him on in there. Who you putting him on?
I'm putting him in my starting lineup, and I'm sure Golden State, if they hypothetically played the Bulls, they would go small with Dre at the 5, KD 4, and you plug Iguodala in there. Now you got 2 defensive wizards on your team. Iguodala can lock shit down.
Who are you putting him on?
I'm putting him on Scottie, and I'm gonna let him touch Jordan a few times as well, because I'm not having one person guard Jordan all game. I
agree with you on that. You got to move some people around.
And I'm gonna play some.
Can I make one quick point? Can I make one quick point real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Now Jordan came back out of retirement in '95, and they lost to the Magic in the playoffs, right? And what happened the year after when everyone thought? And I remember the narrative that they was trying to paint before the series. Oh, there's no way they can guard Shaq. Shaq's gonna dominate, blah, blah, blah. And what happened? The Bulls adjusted and they swept them. So I'm also taking to the aspect that the Bulls will be able to make their... Now, don't get me wrong, Shad. At the end of the day, it's all on Steph and KD. Like, do they miss or not? I'm just banking on them missing because the Bulls defense is just that good. You feel me? Don't get me wrong. I know KD can get his shot anywhere. Same with Steph. It's just a point of if they miss or not. You feel me? I'm just banking on them missing because the Bulls defense, like Be Good and Big Tight are saying, bro, they got some dogs on defense, bro. Dogs.
Just because you look
and they'll
mean,
be able to make their adjustments.
Just because they look mean, don't mean they dogs. That's fine.
That was
cool.
dog. That team was dog.
Yeah, a whole bunch of dogs.
Hey,
so I'm not taking.
That's why I say that's hey. Every time you think about it, Rashad, the Golden State got to turn around and play defense, man.
The Bulls got some. The Bulls, they got pieces. I ain't gonna lie, but some of the pieces y'all naming, like we exaggerate now. Nobody is stopping KD or Steph, and then I didn't even get to Klay yet. Klay was dropping 50 without dribbling the ball. I need y'all to do some research on Klay. Klay was dropping 50, 30, 40 without dribbling.
He ain't get. He ain't
Without dribbling.
He ain't getting none of that on Jordan.
Hell, what? Oh,
He ain't
tight.
getting none of that
he
on
ain't
Jordan. Jordan on his ass.
Y'all making Jordan seem like he flawless, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, he won defensive player. Hey, when they won that championship, I just showed you he won defensive player.
That's fine.
And he won Finals MVP, and he won the MVP of the season, and he was top defensive player. I just showed you all of that shit.
Hey, that's fine. Wait, let me. This is how I'm gonna get y'all all right now.
Hey, look, all first. I just showed you all first team defense. Cool. Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Dennis Rodman.
That's cute.
Hey,
That's cute.
Hey, y'all want to hear a wild stat? Y'all want to hear a wild stat? Only 4 times in NBA history has a player led the league in scoring, won the finals, won Finals MVP, and was all defensive first team. Michael Jordan did it all. Michael Jordan did it all 4 times.
So Jordan gonna
4
start
times. I thought you
and guard everybody. That's what we making Jordan sound like he Jesus right now.
No. No. We're not saying he guarding everyone. The Bulls got more than they're more than capable.
No, we making him sound like Jesus. Are we talking about Jesus?
I mean, they did call him Black Jesus. They called him Black Jesus.
Just because Larry Bird and them niggas called him Jesus, that don't mean he Jesus, bro.
Bro, they all called him Black Jesus.
Bro, that's fine. That's cute. That's cool. Steph ain't worried. You think Steph and Katie worry about that?
Yeah.
They not worried about that.
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah,
did y'all see what they did to Kawhi Leonard? Because Kawhi Leonard is a better defensive player than Scottie Pippen. They cooked Kawhi Leonard.
Oh boy, you tripping now.
What? Kawhi Leonard. All right, you know what? You're right.
It's close. It's close. It's definitely close.
All right, yeah, you're right.
It's close.
Kawhi. Now, don't get me wrong. Man. Kawhi good, but Scottie Pippen.
But Scottie,
people forget how good Scottie Pippen and Jordan was on defense, man.
Now you tight. You're right. But can we say Kawhi is like right behind him? Right?
Yes. Yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right behind him.
Okay. Yeah. I want y'all to go see what Steph and Klay did to him. Klay had 40 on him on Kawhi, and that's without dribbling. That's without
regular season or playoff ball is the difference.
I'm talking about playoffs, my brother, in the finals.
But this the thing, like we say with Steph, it will have to be team effort. With that team with Kawhi, they didn't have multiple defenders like how Chicago got. Man, they got like 4 people that were elite defenders. So like I say, you're not gonna. I don't know. I don't think nobody gonna completely shut Steph down. Nobody gonna completely shut Durant down. But once again, I most definitely think they can match up with them on defense. They got the guys that can match up with them and make them work for it.
But tight,
Steph ain't finna have no playoffs against the Bulls where he averaging 30 points a game. He ain't doing that. He ain't finna have 30 points every game if they play the 7-game series. He ain't gonna have 30 points every game.
But tight, y'all not even really looking at basketball. Golden State is not. They don't care to guard the Bulls 1-on-1. They're gonna play zone team defense. That's enough. As long as I could put Curry on Jordan, and I know if Jordan beats Steph, that I got Draymond right behind him. That's how Golden State plays.
Jordan would destroy Draymond. You know how many people Jordan dunked on, Mutombo, all them elite defensive players Jordan dunked on.
Hold on, big tight. I'm not saying Shad, hold on, Shad. You missing one thing though, dog. You acting like if Steph is on Jordan gonna be on the perimeter. Jordan taking him right into the post, bro. And that's an easy 2 points all day.
Y'all hear me? That's why I say 90s and 2000, they play with a better IQ. They're not going to sit there and let me just shoot the three because, you know what I'm saying?
Steph, it wasn't that skilled as today's NBA. That's why. They're not as skilled.
They just no, that's a lie. I hate when people say that.
It's a fact. The guys in the NBA now are more skilled than back then. Absolutely.
It looks like they're allowed to walk when they play.
Yes, they are. It's not even close.
I don't know about that.
They're allowed to walk.
I think back in the I think back like in the 90s. If you look at it, you had more. Damn near every damn team had somebody that pretty much was a Hall of Famer on damn near every team.
Yeah, no. But hold on.
I'm talking
This
about
is one of the
basketball skill.
this is actually one of the few times where I
Hey,
might agree. I might agree
think
with
about
Rashad.
it. Is you saying that because of how you got more big men that spread the floor and shoot the ball? Is that why you're saying that?
No,
Because
what
if you go with guards, you got guards that doing the same shit then that they're doing right now.
hell no.
I mean, you had Jordan, you had Clyde Drexler, you had a lot of guards that
Clyde
were
Drexler.
athletic, that could drive, that could shoot, that could do all that stuff.
Guys, guys like
let me explain the reason why I say it's not. Because now you can't touch. We all touch. I mean,
exactly.
as a defender, you can't touch nobody. We all know
Can't.
if you playing defense, if you're allowed to touch somebody, you know what I'm saying, you can stop, you know what I'm saying, somewhat that they moving. But now they got it so offensive, it makes it look like they're, you know what I'm saying, really good. But if you're allowed to do a jump back and take 3 to 4 steps before you shoot, I could score on anybody doing that. Just let them walk more, carry the ball more. I mean, of course you're gonna be able to score and look good doing it.
Yo,
Guys were
You said James Harden, one of the best scorers, but let's be real. What's he known for doing?
Let's
That
be
step
real.
back with 7 steps.
All right, so let's be real. They got ADs and Wimbies and KDs and Kyries back then. Name them. They don't got more skill than today's NBA.
No. Hold on.
No, they're
Shot.
allowed to do more.
No.
They're allowed to
Shot.
do.
This is one of the few times I actually agree with him. They are more skilled. However, the fundamentals of the game now compared to then, way worse. Yes, they're more skilled, but
I,
the
I
fundamentals
can't
are
say they
worse and the
skilled.
IQ is worse.
I think it's only if you say more skill, the only people I say that's more skilled is the big man. That's it. I think the big man, you got more big men that
Bro,
can handle
a
the
guy like
ball.
Kyrie Irving would terrorize the '90s, bro. He
That's what
would
I'm saying.
terrorize the
Evan
90s.
Booker, Damian Lillard.
Nah, Devin Booker, nah,
I mean, but
not
just
them,
like you had them that
They're
could
not like
score, you
Kyrie.
had AI, you had guys that could score just like I mean, of course,
You had Pete Maravich.
Kyrie
He was
Irving got
scoring.
elite handles, but
Look,
how they get buckets, you had guys to get buckets
look.
just the same back then.
Look, Tyke just said AI. Who else? Keep going. You just said
I'm
AI.
just
Who else?
saying.
Hold on.
Hold on, Tyke.
Hold
Let me say this. You
on.
can't sit there and say, because you said earlier, with today's rules. Today's rules, they allow them players to do stuff like that when
Exactly.
it comes down to it. At that time, you couldn't do it.
You couldn't do
Because
what?
we all know
Hey,
when it comes to the good ball handler, what do? You put a body on. So he can't dribble like that. Now you can't do it. So it makes
hold
it
on.
seem
Let's
like, oh, now I can
be
just
good.
step back, do all, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I
Dribble.
forgot about Steve. Yeah, appreciate that, Quentin Sawyer. Forgot about Steve Francis.
Hey, be good, big tight.
Steve Francis.
Steve Francis.
Hold on, be good, big tight. Imagine a guy like Tim Hardaway in this era. What?
Tim Hardaway had good handle too.
Tim
Yeah.
Hardaway
Yeah.
would fucking flourish in this era, bro.
You will understand where I'm coming from. You know, it's different when somebody's can. I ain't even saying hand check. You know what I'm talking about. Type put their hand on you when you playing defense. It's different.
Yeah,
Right. It is. It
You know what I'm
is.
hand
saying?
checking Kyrie. See how that works for you. Try hand
What you
checking.
mean, bro?
Try hand checking KD.
If you're allowed to touch somebody when they play defense, I'm saying they ain't gonna be able to do
Nah,
all
you got
that
a point
dancing on the
there.
ball. That's
You
what
got
I'm
a
Hell
point
saying.
there.
no.
You gotta.
So try
Yeah,
hand
that's
checking Kyrie and see what happens. Are you crazy?
It don't matter about his hand check. He's not gonna be able to cross back over. He's gonna
Yes,
have to
he
go
is.
past.
Oh my! Oh, see that?
All
Hey,
right,
There,
see,
there
bro.
go
See,
Mr.
see
Tech
that
in the
right there, you
title.
can't argue, bro.
I see
Type,
what will happen soon as Kyrie cross over and drive to the basket.
Oh man,
He's gonna
Tyke.
catch one of them hard elbows. He's gonna catch one of them hard fouls.
Yo, that's a fact, but that's guarding. That's not
Let me
guarding.
ask you a question. Type, if you was guard me 1-on-1 and you got to put your hand on my hip, am I gonna be able to cross over?
No,
Bro, are you serious? You
they
gonna
they,
really
they
put
Bro,
your
I'm
hands
being
on?
dead
that's
serious. You
why
can't
they
cross
stopped
over.
doing that because they used to use that hand to control them on defense.
Yeah,
Yo,
bro.
That's what I'm
The
saying, bro.
reason
That's the
the
nuance of
reason why they
basketball.
the reason why they banned the hand check was because of a guy named Derek Harper. And why was because he had massive hands and he would play 94 feet of defense and he would be hand checking the whole way, just moving the ball hand. When you can hand check someone, you literally could move them wherever you want. You could shift them and make
I
them go
mean,
which way you want them
that's
to
what I'm
go.
saying. Like, if you hand
Yeah,
checking somebody like that, you can't cross the ball over. As soon as you try
exactly.
to jump back, what you gonna do? You just gonna run and jump into my space, and then you ain't gonna be able to cross over like that.
you just said that you could stop Kyrie. There's nobody that can stop Kyrie. And
we didn't say that.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying.
Even though he can dribble, he's not going to be able to get off like what you're seeing in the NBA. Is he going to cross some people up? Sure. I'm not denying that.
Kyrie has elite
When
footwork.
it comes down to it, he's not going to be able to score like how you feel like he is. That's why I say 90s.
Kyrie can do whatever he wants to do on anybody. On anybody.
And that's why I have to disagree on that situation. He'd be able to score, but he wouldn't be at an efficient rate.
But yo, tight, that's where the conversation goes left. That's where we're not really respecting these new guys. I respect the old guys.
It ain't about respecting, but
it is
I
respect.
understand
How
where
the
I'm
hell
coming
can
from. A
anybody
handshake goes a long way, brother.
Kyrie.
Okay, check now. When it comes to Kyrie gonna get buckets because of how good his handles is. But see, because that's where it go back to with the different eras. See, that's why I say with guys that played in the 90s like that, guys that were able to get buckets at that time, they had to really work for it. Basically, what Be Good trying to say, because of how they guarded, they had to really work for it. Whereas now, it's easier to get buckets. So somebody like Jordan, Clyde Drexler, somebody like that was a big scorer like that, they would really get buckets nowadays because they not letting you guard like that. So if they was able to average 30-some points a game back then where the defense was harder, now the defense is easier. Shit, they probably average 40.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder to guard now.
Imagine Zeke in this era.
These guys are more skilled. They shooting from 40. They shooting from 3 mid-range. Handle is crazy. You got bigs that can handle the ball. Look at Wemby. They ain't had no Wembys back then. Stop it. Come on, man. The skill is.
I think
you talking about
fundamentals?
Fundamentals were better back then because the game was simple. There was no shooting through. You couldn't shoot as many threes as these guys are shooting now. It was triangle offense, post.
See,
so you're right on
that's
that.
where we all disagree on that one, bro. Skills is great to have, but when you got that physicality and stuff, and you know the IQ of the game, I can nullify that. Easy.
But I disagree with you. I said back then they.
I mean, you can disagree with you, but I can prove it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down,
I agree with you. I said I agree with you. I said.
Oh, I thought you said disagree. My fault.
I said I agree with you. Back then they played triangle offense. Guys were not allowed to shoot all of these threes. You get benched if you shoot all these threes. So everything was going to the bigs. Bigs were posting up back then. You didn't see guys like Joel Embiid on the 3-point line then. So yes, the game was more fundamentally sound, but it's harder to guard now. Imagine having to guard Joel Embiid. That's bringing the bigs out.
I ain't saying it'd be easy, but you can hand check somebody, that makes a big difference. That's where I think you're missing on the physicality.
But the bigs used to sit. The bigs used to sit in the paint back then. You can't sit in the paint now. You got to come out and guard Joel, Anthony Davis.
I know, but it's because I agree the game changed, but when you got the physicality and stuff on your side, let's just say if he was trying to dribble and stuff like that, if you put a good wing on him, let's just say Scottie Pippen, he tried to dribble that ball. You don't think Scottie can get the ball from Embiid or send him the help side? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Even with that situation, like Trucker 49 said, you had somebody like Embiid. You had more guys that could be better defense with him. Like he said, Hakeem. He said Wallace, Duncan, and you had Shaq. You had Shaq also. You had back then. See that go back to what we was talking about yesterday, as far as when we was talking about the Joker dominating. See, the Joker don't have as much competition as far as with the big man position like it was back then with Tim Duncan and Rasheed Wallace and
David Robinson,
Hakeem,
Patrick Ewing,
David Robinson, all them guys.
Say what the league was real tight. They softened the league up so other players could actually, you know what I'm saying, show more skill when it came down to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
when they took away the physicality, it helps. I think Steph would have been great anyway. But
that's what I'm saying. We got to respect the new. I get what y'all saying. I like the old era. I like the more. I talk about it all the time. The guys are soft. They shaking hands. They're in the game. I always talk about that. But the skill is on a whole nother level in this NBA. And then we talked about bigs. The bigs back then sat in the paint. Imagine having to come out and guard Jokic on the perimeter. They're not stopping Jokic, Joel Embiid, Wemby, because those bigs got to come out. They were not skilled enough to come out there.
But
Everything was
check it out. You gotta think about them bigs though. Them bigs back then weren't like Rudy Gobert. And just like what's his name? Life is Good. You had like Jermaine O'Neal. You don't think Jermaine O'Neal can step out the paint and guard?
Yeah, he could.
Jermaine O'Neal, Al Jefferson, Alonzo Mourning. You don't think them guys can step out and guard? Alonzo Mourning had a mid-range. Jermaine O'Neal.
You know who would dominate in this league right now?
Game Olajuwon could defend anyone in this era.
Yeah,
who could dominate in this league right now?
That's what I say. You got to think about it. A lot of those big men weren't just guys that just sit in the paint. A lot of them had a nice mid-range also. It was only a couple of those big men back then, like Shaquille O'Neal. Goodbye to Sean Kemp. It was only a couple of them big men that all they had was they got to get in the paint, post up, and try to get the easy layup. A lot of those guys, if you think about it, a lot of them had the mid-range. A lot of them. Now they weren't shooting no three-pointers. I agree with you on that, Rashard. They weren't shooting no three-pointers, and you weren't seeing no big man bring it up the court like that. Like back then, shit, if you think about it, only somebody really that brought the ball up like that, maybe Lamar Odom or somebody like that.
Yo, Tight, I'm gonna be right back. Give me like 2 minutes, Tight.
Okay. Do your thing.
All right, bro.
Do your thing. But yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely believe, it was way more competition with the big men, and like I say, be good. A lot of the big men, they could shoot the mid range.
I mean,
they could do both of them.
Patrick Ewing would be a problem in this
they
era.
watered down the league on that situation because they wanted. I think ever since that LA, I think it was against Detroit. You know what I'm talking about? When it was low scoring, they said we can't have this anymore. That's when they tried out.
Yeah, they started changing the rules. Yeah,
changing the
they
rules.
beat the shit out of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, because I look at that. I'm like, well, that's just basketball or street ball. Because hey, we ain't gonna let you dominate. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to earn everybody. But now, where people say, oh, they're more skilled, I like no, they're more allowed to do them. You know what I'm saying? Dribble moves and stuff like that. It makes it look that way.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, if he handicapping the defense, what can you do? Because I don't care who you are. If I'm allowed to, take 6 dribbles, crossover, and take 3 to 4 steps, I'm gonna cook you, Ty.
Right.
So, and I always like to say, a lot of people love saying they more skilled. So why are basically 80s and 90s and early 2000 players all in the top 10 all time?
I just think it was. I think it was more competition.
I think it was harder back in the day.
Yeah. Trucker 49 say Jason Williams. Yeah, White Chocolate. Yeah, he had handles too, man.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, like. Those guys had the handles to do it. You know what I'm saying? They just couldn't because the head checker rule. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They even took AI, now they, players are allowed to carry it. They took that rule away from AI because they said, we can't have you, carrying the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? Now they brought the rule back, was in 2006 or something? They took it away from him from 8, 9 years or something like that.
That's why I say, man, and Life is Good. He coming up with a lot of good guys, man. That's why I said it was way more competition back then, man. Way more competition. Like he said Tim Hardaway, then you got Penny, John Stockton, Darren Will. You had a lot of guys, man.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, man.
Yeah, I mean, tight. And I always
Jason
say those
Kidd.
90s and early 2000s, they had more of an IQ when they played tight.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these guys now, they take the bailout 3. You know what? If they see, I got a smaller man, they'll take that man to the post already. You know what I'm saying? Give me the ball. And
Yeah.
Most players
they
now,
see that mismatch, they get it there right down on the block with the quickness. Gary Payton gonna do that too.
They play with a better IQ and stuff like that.
Right.
Don't, because I think they do. It's just 90s, 2000s. I say a little bit of 2000s, they play with a better IQ. Because it's like now, it's like, if you got a fast break, why would you shoot a 3 ball? I don't
know why they do that. Don't go down there and get. I mean, that's what's taking the top 10 away. You remember used to be waiting for ESPN to see the top 10 because you knew probably like 6 or 7 of them top 10 plays were gonna be somebody dunking or somebody getting dunked on.
Yeah.
It's like ain't none of them days no more. You see, they show top 10. It's 3-pointers, and you ain't really seeing nobody
I even say
getting
this
dunked on and
against the
stuff like
Celtics.
that no more.
What happened when they played New York? They shot 30 out of 31 shots was threes. And how many did they hit? One. You know what I'm talking about this past series before they got
Oh,
knocked out by New York?
you talking about the Celtics?
Yeah. And
Yeah. When they were missing
that's
all them
stupid
3-pointers,
basketball. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
stupid basketball. At one point, you got to just say, hey, y'all, let's drive. You know what I'm saying? Get an easy bucket. That's why I feel like teams now, like I said, time to time, it's fun to watch because, now the refs letting them play a little bit, a little harder.
right,
But the IQ, I think the levels done went down. And that's the reason I think now the European players were the top 5 best players in the league, like European. They got the fundamental game down. You know what I'm saying? And that's
right,
why I think what some of them NBA players are missing. Cause
yeah,
like Shy, what Shy do? He don't really take threes. He drive, shoot mid range.
right. Yeah,
Giannis, what
see
he do? He
some
can't shoot, but what does he do? Like he take that ball to the paint.
right.
Easy.
Yeah, so it's some people in the chat coming up with some good people. Life is good. Say you got Mark Price, Gary Payne. See, these people we ain't even say it.
Yeah. I
Mark
mean,
Price,
like
Gary
so many
Payne,
of them. That's what I'm
Damian
saying. It's so
Stoudemire. You
many
remember
of them.
Damian Stoudemire,
I
Andre
mean, I
Miller?
try to be a historian type. They a little bit past. They passed me, but I try to be a historian. But when you name all these guys and stuff, it's like it's crazy.
Yeah, man. Andre Miller, Kevin Johnson, boy. Yeah,
I
man.
think
I ain't man. Yeah, that's why I say, man, it was you it was way more competition back then, man. Way more competition, man. I that's just my
like
opinion.
I think the better matchup for the Warriors, I think would have to be the LA one. I'm talking about with Magic and them at their peak. I think that'd probably be a better matchup. I just think the Bulls got them beat because the matchup. They don't match up
Right.
well
It's
at
the
all.
matchup, right.
Yeah. Not saying they ain't a great team because I believe they are. But it's just matchup on this one. I can't. It's too glaring. You know what I'm saying on one side.
Right. Cause they got to turn around. They got to turn around and they got to guard. Everything ain't just gonna
And
be Golden State on offense. They got to turn around and
and
guard Chicago too.
and that stuff mentally draining. A team that basically use the whole shot clock, pass the ball, look for any weaknesses to score. You're gonna make mental errors and doing that MJ and them they're gonna capitalize on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah, life is good. Hey, Chris Webber was one of my favorite players. Chris Webber was a beast before he hurt his knee.
hey, but I would like to get back to that top 5. You don't think Karl Malone was a top 5? Cause I
Karl
like
Malone.
yeah, cause he was like number 2 for a while.
Yeah,
Behind
that's what I was saying. Um.
I was just saying
Oh yeah,
scores,
John
not
Larry
players.
Johnson. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Be good. It's like if you're gonna go with an all-time score, you gotta put even though those guys, even though they might be like way back in the day, if they like leading and scoring, you got to put those guys in there
Yeah, yeah.
because
I
they
mean,
like if they
yeah,
still in
I
the
got
top for scoring, you got to put them in there.
you. Yeah, both of them in top, basically top 3. That's what I
Yeah,
was saying.
you
You
got
got
to
to
put
have
them
those
in there
2.
until you got to keep them in there until somebody pass them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I get what Rashad was saying because it was making sense when he was saying in general, like, KD can score, what I'm saying, many different ways, but that dude can score this one way and be dominant. 2 points, still 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think KD's the top 5. That's why I threw, MJ, Kobe. I had to
Yeah.
throw Abdul-Jabbar, and I had to throw Malone. I know people say Malone. I like, yeah, he didn't get it done, but as a scorer, you can't deny his greatness.
Right. He up there at the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As I
Oh
said, top
yeah,
3.
life is
That's
good.
why
I
I say
remember
top 3.
Antonio and Dale, the Davis brothers. I remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I ain't
I was gonna
mistaken,
say,
life is good. Didn't they both play for the Pacers? Didn't both of them play for the Pacers? I think they did. Yeah.
yeah. I
Terrell
mean,
Sweet.
it's
That's what
just
I'm
for me.
saying,
I
man.
like
See, they coming up with a lot of players That's why I say back, man. You had so many good players back then. All of them guys that they naming in the chat, all them guys probably going to the Hall of Fame, man. Grant
You
Hill,
know they are
Latrell
tight.
Sprewell.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Ward was good too before he got hurt.
Yeah. That's why I don't want Woody to come back too fast. Let him sit out the whole next year. You know what I'm saying? Let him get himself right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tight. I mean, like Amari Stoudemire, I think if he got to play during this era, he would have killed.
Oh
Remember
yeah, Mark
Amari
Stoudemire.
Stoudemire?
Yeah, he'd dominate. Yeah, Stoudemire
Yeah,
most
but
definitely
injuries
dominate.
slowed him down. If he got to
Yeah.
play in this era, I think he'd be 25, 25 and 10. I was like, what
Oh
could you
yeah.
do? He had a good jump shot,
Yeah.
athletic in his peak. And ain't too much you could do about it.
Yeah. Shit. Think of prime Dwight Howard, Orlando Magic Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
Well, he most definitely dominating.
yeah. That's why I say I try to pay my respects to them the 80s, 90s, and 2000s because I think when you name all those people from that era, well, I guess you could throw 70s cause I think Abdul Jabbar was 70s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But
mm,
all those players from that era basically in the top 10, the top 15.
right.
And a lot of people say, well, it's less skill. I like, no, I just think players now they just able to do more because the league allows them to do more. 'Cause, like I said, watch James Harden. He tell me that step back ain't 5 steps tight.
Right.
That step back he do, that's a walk, right? Anybody who trying to
That's,
deny
that's what
that,
that's what I thought, but yeah, I used to think that was a walk too, but they let them get back with they let them get away with it all the time.
but you
And
get
and
what I'm
I
saying.
and,
They
and,
allowed,
and I thought this was a walk too. You know how they stop dribbling and then they step to the side and shoot the ball?
yeah,
They do
yeah.
that side step
I
and shoot the
mean,
ball.
it depends on the ref on that. With me, I would call that a walk cause I look at that. It depends on the ref, and I'm like, I don't want. If you gotta kind of blur the rules on that, I'm like, I'd rather not do it. I be seeing some of these guys be trying to take 3 or 4 steps. He like, nah, I didn't walk. I like, bro, just walk. He like, I didn't actually have the ball in my hand. I like, bro, if you got to do all that technicality, it shows to me you ain't good enough to score on your own. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I look at it. I was tight. You already know. If I take 3 steps, if I be driving or doing something, I'm gonna create space to get my shot off. You know that.
Right.
But that's how I look at them when people say they like more skill. I like, yeah, they shoot the better 3 ball, but the IQ went down and the league allows them to do more. And I'm like, I don't think they're more skilled. They're just allowed to do it. 'Cause I think all those players you named back in the day, they could do it. It's just at that time they had to play their hard nosed defense. But the hand check, they couldn't did it. They tried to do a crossover like that. One, you probably gonna rip it, and two, it's gonna burn all your energy trying to get past.
Right. Right.
So yeah, but yeah. And anybody that doubt me, go hand check somebody. I ain't talking about with your elbow. I'm talking about they was about to drive. Put your hand on their hip. Type. You know what I'm talking about too.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't
Oh
even
yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah. It most definitely made people harder to like try to get around, try to get to your spots and stuff when you're trying to drive with them controlling
Gotta
you with
be.
the hand check. So, like you
Yeah,
say, that had a lot to do with them taking that out for sure.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah, yeah. That's why I always say the NBA. They're like, what can they do to help defense? Bring back hand checking, and we'll see who can score.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let them take them 3 or 4 steps.
Yeah,
In
Jay
my
Ryder
opinion.
was I used to like Jay Ryder too. He was good too. Catino Mobley was good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know
Gilbert
about.
Arena, yeah, Agent Zero.
I never liked Gilbert, but he was good though.
Yeah, Gilbert Arena used to be getting bucket, boy. Before he got
You
hurt,
remember
boy,
when he used to hit them half
that
court
used to be getting
shots?
bucket, boy.
You remember when he was hitting them half court shots
Yeah, he
every
be
quarter or
shooting.
something? He hit.
Gilbert Arena
Yeah,
get hot, boy. He shoot the lights out. He get hot.
yeah. No, I just think too when it comes to basketball, I'm in the playoffs. It's entertaining, but I just think people get tired of the game because they all just play on one way, 3 ball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Type.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
I'm
then
like,
it's a
back
small market team too.
yeah. Then I used to
Mm-hmm.
look at like certain teams because you look how the Lakers play. They used to be running up and down, or every team used
Right,
to play different. You know what I'm saying? You're
right.
like, okay, how this thing going? who's you know what I'm saying, whose philosophy is gonna win. But now since everybody kind of play the same, it's like kind of it's basically like, oh, which team is hot and which team is not, you know.
Fair. What up with you, Jocelyn?
But yeah.
Yeah, man.
But when I look at the MJ team versus Curry and them, even though they great, it's the matchup problem. Because you can't sit there and say Warriors, even though they skilled, they wasn't a damn a physical team.
Right.
And like you said, they're defensive. They're gonna either get in a foul trouble, or they're gonna get mentally drained. Because what Nick said earlier, KD and Draymond ain't what you call the most stable people once stuff start going downhill.
Facts. Oh yeah, I used to like
Especially
Stacey
when they
Allman too, John. Hey, Stacey Allman, we used to call him the Plastic Man. Yeah, Eddie Jones, but they coming up with a lot. Hey, why was so much competition back there? Be good.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, they
I
coming up
don't
with
think
name. They
nobody
coming
even
up with
said my
name after
man Vince
name after
Carter.
name.
I mean, did anybody say Vince Carter?
No, I ain't seen nobody say Vince Carter yet. I don't see them say T. Matt, Dominique Wilkins, Eddie Jones, Isaiah
Yeah,
Thomas. They don't say a little bit of everybody.
yeah. I mean, the era was stacked. That's why I think when people say when you look at Jordan, you even look at Kobe, when they three, I mean, when Jordan, two, you know what I'm saying, uh,
Mm-hmm.
two, you know what I'm talking about, when they won them 6 championships, I like, bro, what he had to go against, that wasn't easy. Even when the Lakers won, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't easy
Yeah.
because they had to get past like Tim Duncan in the not the Spurs, but uh, uh, what was the other sacred Kings, because the Kings didn't always go to a game 7. They just Kings just never
Oh
could get
yeah.
over
Back
there.
then, the Kings, Sacramento had some good team too back
Mike
then.
Bibby, was it Bibby? Yeah, Mike Bibby.
Mm-hmm. Mike Bibby and who was that center they had? They had was it Divac? Roddy Divac, wasn't it?
They have Pavlakovic.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good team.
I remember at one time they had Divac. I think they had Chris Webber. Let me see. Was that when they had that was Mike Bibby or Jason? Wasn't
They
that
had
Jason
Chris.
Williams?
Nah, I think that was early. Remember because they got
That was
traded.
earlier.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm talking about that's when I think they just built a team. Then they made that trade with Mike Bibby for you know what I'm saying. They sent him to Memphis, I
Okay.
believe. But their team was based on the cuff. But yeah, that was just one of the teams that never get past
Right.
the Lakers.
Well, shoot, be good. We'll get up out of here, man.
Yeah, I thought that was coming out. I wanted to hear him and Nick still jump on it. Try to make great points too. You know what I mean? Shout out to him.
Yeah. It'd be good. It'd be a good conversation.
Yeah, and I just glad we wasn't like yelling. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think so you need to add another big team like Lakers versus I'm talking about old school. Let's say 80s versus what was a dominant team like this new age Celtics. How would they? You know what I'm saying? I think
Mm-hmm.
that'd be a good matchup. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that,
Yeah.
old school versus new.
Yeah. I'll come up with another one.
Yeah. I think that's a good one right there. What would
You
say
said who? You
2000?
say the
What
Celtics and who else?
new Celtics? I'm talking about this because I do think they can be a
Oh, the
dynasty. You know
The
what I'm
new
saying?
Celtics. Okay, and one of the
Yeah.
older teams.
Yeah, meaning like this one versus the 80s 80s like
Celtics.
Lakers.
And the
Yeah.
Lakers.
I mean, yeah, you can pick either or, you know what I'm saying, vice versa.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Who would match up well? Because I think that's a good debate. That's a game about matchups, right?
Right.
Bring old school, new school together. That's how I look at it.
Right.
All right, but I thought they was going Rashad was coming back on, but all right. I just want to hear more of his talking point.
Yeah. It's all good. We'll talk again. Like I said, I'm gonna do the game tomorrow night, so I'll be back on tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
I got you tight. I'll jump on. If you gonna do a podcast, I mean not podcast. You gonna hit the do a link after the game or?
Yeah. You know how I do it. Once the game over, I'll put the link in the chat. Y'all come on up here and holler at me.
I got you. And who you got winning?
I'm going with the Pacers.
Pacers. Okay, you get that first one, but I think they overmatched. But hey, anything can happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go with the Pacers to get the win at home.
All right, brother. I ain't trying to hold you. You know what I'm saying? That was good debate.
Oh
Oh
no,
no,
you good? You good?
yo, I'm back, y'all. My fault.
Oh,
Oh, we were just about to jump off, Rashad.
Oh, damn. Nah, so if y'all ready to jump off, I get it. It's been a minute. But
yeah.
what y'all was talking about? I see Zach Randolph.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh no.
we were just talking about the different players. Same, pretty much same conversation.
Yeah, I was saying that like as an idea. I mean, I know you probably gonna do it, but like different eras, like meaning like this Celtics team. You know what I'm saying? Was fully healthy versus like the '80s Lakers stuff like that. I think they'd be a
But
pretty cool
I'll
debate.
tell you what, if y'all want to keep talking, y'all can. I'll still be right here. I'm gonna fix me something to eat right quick, boy. I came in here straight from work. I ain't ate shit.
Nah, say
I
say
got you.
like
I'll go
yo,
jump
we
off and
gonna get
chill for a
into
little
this.
bit.
We're gonna get into this OKC and Thunder thing, and I want to see what people got to say. Like, what do the Pacers have to do to make this a series? I'm interested to hear some stuff
Go
today.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you talk on that.
I mean, you already know I got OKC winning the series, but
I mean, I do
Yeah.
too, but I wouldn't
And
mind hearing your
like I said, I'll be right back. Well, I'm gonna be listening, but I'll be right back. I gotta warm me up something to eat though.
yeah, for sure. To me, the
Yeah, go
Pacers,
ahead.
I feel like when I was watching some highlights, I was breaking down the game a little bit. To me, they're not doing enough with Shea. I haven't seen a team all playoff long really like give Shea some problems. I feel like Shea has it. We talking about back then era, the physicality of the game. Guys really getting into dudes, like really knocking them down a few times. Like I feel like Shea has been able to play scrimmage basketball. Like no one is touching him. Nobody's getting into his hit. There's no physicality. No one is really giving Shea a problem. I feel like the Pacers, they got to find a way to work shit. And to me, it starts with Halliburton. Halliburton, he has to attack Shea. And he has to be okay with doing that. You got to work him. It's like boxing, right? Floyd kind of would wait to the fifth, fourth round and really start putting in work. Like you got to break guys down a little bit because it's a 48-minute game. And then to me, Miles Turner and Siakam, they got to average at least 17, 18 points a game. They're not doing enough for me. That's my opinion.
I agree with that. I mean, Shea basically getting MGM shots, if you know what that means. You know what I mean? This rotation shot. Somebody gotta take him off his you know what I'm saying? Get him out of his comfortability when he plays. He's
Not,
just killing with that mid range. They can't be scared of foul. I mean, if you foul, like it is what it is. Knock him off his feet a couple times. Threaten him. I don't care what you do. You got to get in and say it.
and
To
that's
those guys you named, they got to step up.
and that's
And like you said, go ahead.
and that's another thing with Shea. Like I love Shea. I think he's a baller. But like I question if Indiana is really watching film. Like I watch like Shea is getting to the same spots every time. It's like at some point
That's
I'm
what
an
I said,
athlete.
brother. They got to knock him off that spot. You, he's getting in gym shots. When I say in the gym, the spots he likes to take his shot. And he's making it look too easy out there. That's what I'm saying. Somebody's gonna have to knock him off that spike. You gotta give him a hard fight. Just make sure he ain't shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a
You gotta
fact.
do it.
But when it comes to winning a championship, it's all about X's and O's. Like what team is gonna make the right adjustments? To me, I don't think Indiana is watching film. I'm watching Shea get to the wing spot on the right side every time. He's getting 10 shots a game on the right wing by that free throw line. To me, if you Indiana, you got to beat him to the spot. And he's getting there with his right hand. He likes to go to his right side. He uses that left shoulder to push off, and then he shoots his shot. So if you're watching film, it's like, all right, I'm gonna play his right hand. Now I'm gonna play your right hand. He's not pushing off with the left. He's not gonna dribble with the left, push off mid range because he's a right hand shooter. To me, you got to get up into Shea's right hand. Like you know how James Harden, everybody wanted to force him right. and that was the way to kind of guard him a little bit because he likes the left hand. To me, they got to make Shea uncomfortable. I'm just watching this dude. He's getting way too much. He's not even.
I agree with you because I've been saying the same thing. If you watch him play, he love to go to his right. What up with your Brayton, man? Appreciate you coming through, Brayton.
Word type.
That's why I say he's way too
comfortable. He love to go to his right, man, and they don't never make him, switch up. I just think they I would love to see them pick him up and trap him sometime, get the ball out of his hand. I would love to see them with Halliburton instead of him bringing the ball up the court. Let him be in the screen action. Let him come around off the ball. Let him play off the ball a little bit to see if you can get them guys off of him. Let him go around some screens almost like they do with Steph. Of course, I know, you ain't going to have him running like that because that ain't normally what he do.
Right.
But I would love to see them try to, move him without the ball to see if he can get some more shots because if he keep coming up the court with the ball like how he doing and they picking him up, he going to continue not to score that many points in the game.
Yo, that's a fact, type. But the problem is Indiana, like I said, if they're going to commit, I hope the coach is talking about this now. Like, hey, we got to put some pressure on Shea. To me, you broke it down too in a video type with the switch, like they're struggling switching. A man is getting left open. This is why you got to put Miles Turner at the 5. They got him at the 4 right now.
Bello. Hey, Bello, you heard the beep on the microwave.
Facts. I heard that shit too.
Oh, you heard it too.
Yeah. I like, yeah, he got some nice food left over. He threw that in the microwave with a little iced tea.
Yeah. All right, y'all go ahead. I'll be right back.
But it's like Miles Turner needs to go down to the 5. They need to play Obi Toppin, in my opinion, at the 4. He's been the best 3-point shooter in the series so far. I feel like you got to start him, and he's a bigger guy too. And to me, they just got to get a little more physical with OKC. You got to neutralize SGA. I feel like if SGA has a bad game, OKC doesn't win games without Shea dropping 27 plus. I've noticed that about OKC too. When Shea is going, it's like it's a virus. Like the other team start hitting shots. Caruso and everybody just gets hot. To me, you gotta stop him.
With Shea, you gotta be careful with Shea because he is a very smart player. Now that's what he takes what the defense gives. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So sometimes I feel like if you try to throw that double, he's gonna adjust and see the open man. It just for me, I live with Shea scoring like 45 to 50. It's just you got to make sure Chet and the other guy don't go off like they did last game. Because that first game, even though they should have lost, and I don't expect them guys to, shoot that bad again. They gotta try to neutralize they scoring a little bit more.
You see, I'm the opposite. I feel like when Shea's going, OKC, like the other guys, they just feed off of that, and they have great games. I feel like when SGA is not going, I feel like other guys struggle because there's like that pressure of like, damn, I got to get it going because SGA ain't going right now. Like Jalen Williams, he don't got that same swag.
I get what you're saying. I just don't think they got the defensive capabilities to stop it. That's the problem.
I think they do, man. The problem is Miles Turner. You can't double with Miles Turner. And that's what Tight showed a video with them trying to trap. And you got Miles Turner on the perimeter. You can't have him trapping because now the wings is really getting open. To me, you got to move Turner down to the 5, let him match up with Shaq, and you need to get another perimeter guy so that way you can get to the next man quicker. Like they're not quick with Turner. And you can't trap with me and with Turner because he's too slow.
See, Miles Turner, he dropping back on the trap instead of stepping up, so he can't split the double team.
Facts.
But he dropping back and Shea's going straight. They just made the shit too easy, man.
No, facts. I don't know what Indiana.
That's what I'm saying. I think Shea makes everything look kind of easy, though. I mean,
but
it comes down to because his IQ, you gotta admit, he will make the smart. He always makes the right play.
Yeah, he do. He's very good at that.
That's why I say he's so confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? We know he's great and stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna say he's going to be great. But
Nah,
if he like come up with that double team and stuff, he's gonna see what to do with the ball. He usually makes the right read. You know what I'm saying? Type. That's what's so
nah,
It's so interesting watching him play.
nah. Be
You
good.
would think he got the scores mentality, but he also makes the right play. You know what I'm saying? Type?
Every
He
time,
he makes
and every time he shoot, I tell you, every time he shoot the ball, that shit look like it's a great fucking shot. Whether it go in or it don't go in, it's like it was a great shot decision.
I just me personally, I like SGA a lot. I just really I don't feel like nobody's really tested him this whole playoffs. Like
Nobody, Rashard. I would love to see somebody make him play, like I always say, make him play both ends of the floor.
exactly,
Bro.
bro.
His ass just come down and kill you on fucking offense, and you don't make his ass play no damn defense.
Exactly. Nobody's going at SGA on the other end. He's not being involved in, like, hey, we're gonna attack SGA. They're not doing that. And I haven't seen it this whole playoffs. So it's a little weird why I haven't seen it. Like, look at the way the Rockets shut down Steph. Like, they had three guys. Like, when Steph was running around, they were passing him off to the next man. Like, Dylan Brooks, he wouldn't run through the screen. He'd be like, I switch. Like that's how you got to really get up on SGA. Like, it got to be multiple guys got to really key in on him. And then to me, SGA is not really a good 3-point shooter. I'm looking at his numbers from the three right now. One for 4 last game, 2 for 7, 2 for 5. I'm looking at the whole series. He went 0 for 4. To me, I'm sagging off on SGA. I want you to shoot that 3. Like, this is what I'm saying. You got to play chess. You got to look at the numbers and you got to watch film. SGA is not a great 3-point shooter. He'll take a 3 or 2 here and then, but that's not his game. To me, you got to drop off. I'm gonna drop to his spot where he likes that free throw line, and I want him to shoot that 3. I want him to shoot the 3.
Almost like how they used to play Rondo.
Exactly. Well, not
You
too
don't think he'll drive to him, bro?
Yeah, not that far back.
I get what you said, but you don't think he'll take a couple of dribbles? Because, like I say, he's a very good ball handler. He can drive pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I agree with the assessment. You should possibly let him shoot the 3, but it's just, I feel like he get his teammates involved and he just put himself in position. I'm saying he wouldn't take the 3 more likely, but he'd get to a certain spot where he still feels comfortable shooting the ball. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I'm just not impressed with.
I agree. You need to try something else. I agree because you can't just have no this empty free throw line every time hitting that shot. I'm just saying.
What is he averaging right now? Like 30-some points a game, some shit like that. I think like 34 or 36.
Tight. He's averaging 30, 32 a game, man. That's
32. Okay.
Like, no disrespect to SGA, he's a great player, but to me, that just speaks on the bad job Indiana's doing. Like, SGA, and if you watch him, he's not even really sweating during the game. He's fine. He's not out of breath. Like, to me, you just gotta work him, man. You gotta pick him up full court. You gotta throw different bodies on him. I don't think Indy is playing enough zone.
I think they tried it a little bit last night. You remember they had him. As soon as he passed, the half court line, they threw bodies at him. They adjusted to it.
But like, then I don't see enough zone from Indiana with a guy like SGA to really stop him from getting to the mid range is the zone. Because if you play 1-3-1 zone, you got one guy at the top and then 3 in the middle. Like, look at all the checkpoints we got to pass to score inside. So to me, you got to do a little bit of everything, a little bit of zone, a little bit of man. I'm gonna let different guys guard him on different plays. Like, he needs to see different coverages. I'm disappointed in Siakam. Siakam should be the guy saying, I got SGA all game. I'm bigger than him.
You know what, Rashad? He's somebody when they play tomorrow night. He's somebody he got to step up, man.
Absolutely.
He got to step up. And like I said, they got to figure out a way to get Halliburton more involved in the offense also.
But it goes back to what I've been saying this about Halliburton all year. He's not who the fuck y'all think he is. He's not an all-star. He's an extremely great role player. But when it comes down to it, he's not a bucket getter. He's had good moments. I think he's become like one of the faces of the league because, he did the little choke sign with the Knicks. He's entertaining to watch. But if we're talking about basketball, he ain't that dude. He's not that dude that's going to say, yo, everybody get out the way. I'm taking him. He's never been that. And that's why, to me, He's been voted overrated, most overrated player in the league for a reason. He's just not that dude. He don't.
I may say I can't agree with the overrated thing, but I just think he's this what Michael Conley was in his peak. That's all he is. And
but they
never
talking
gonna
about
be that.
they talking about
Go ahead.
Tyrese is like a top 6 guard in the league. He's not. He's nowhere near to. He's not even top 10 guard in the league to me.
I mean, I don't know, bro. He's good. It just when we look at other ones, we'll say he's better. That's why I say he's the whole Mike Conley. You could pick other guards over him, but when you watch him play, you can't say you wouldn't want him running your offense. See, that's how I
So
look at his situation.
so you think he's a top 7 guard in the league right now?
I mean, like I said,
Halliburton.
Yeah, Halliburton. Is he top 7?
I mean, right now, I guess you can put it in there because he did get his team to the finals right now,
Nah.
and he did hit some game winners. So I
So
mean, if you name a lot of guards and stuff, I'm saying this year you gotta move him up wherever he is on that list. That's all I'm saying.
all right, but key question: is he top 7? Is he a top 7
I
guard
mean,
right now? Can we go through 7 guards and say Tyrese is in that 7?
you got to name the guards, and I say yes or no on that.
All right,
Oh no, let's see. Guard. Okay.
Steph.
Okay, we got yeah. Steph, Luca,
Yep, SGA, Luca.
SGA, Luca.
I'm taking James.
Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson.
Exactly.
See,
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell ain't no point guard. He's the 2.
You say here
That's a
too?
guard.
He a
Yeah,
combo
yeah,
guard.
too.
He's a
Combo,
combo.
yeah. Okay, so we'll leave him out then. Let me see who else.
Tyrese over LaMelo Ball. Y'all taking Tyrese over LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, because LaMelo don't play winning ball at all.
Melo always hurt. That's his only problem.
LaMelo to me.
I like
You
LaMelo. He
watch.
should be hurt a
I
lot.
like him, but tight. You watch him, you know that ain't no winning basketball. What he be doing out there at all?
Nah, yo, I can't agree with you. Be good. I'm looking at his numbers, man. This dude averaging
I mean,
25.
but bro, he's only shooting
25
like
to
at
7.
28%, bro. 28%. That's horrible. It just means to me you just shooting a whole bunch of shots. You may have some flash, but if it ain't equating to wins, it don't mean nothing to me.
Nah, he averaged 25 points. He shot 40% from the field, 33% from the 3-point line, and almost 8 assists. That's what the Pacers are missing right now. They're missing that type of guy. A guy that can say, yo, I'm going 1-on-1 with SGA. I don't think Tyrese we expect him to go at SGA, but that's not who he is. He don't want it. He's not
what the problem is, Rashad, SGA ain't guarding him. What the problem is the people who they got guarding him is Dort, Caruso, and what's the other dude? Wallace. Them the guys that's guarding him. SGA ain't the one that's guarding him. And see that's why I say they need to try to figure out a way to maybe let Halliburton play a little bit more off the ball, where they could try to get him open off some screens and stuff with him off the ball. Let Mathurin, not Mathurin, but let Nembhard and maybe Neesmith bring the ball up instead of Halliburton bringing it up.
I just feel like
we'll see. That's why I say we'll see.
I don't really like Tyrese off the ball, man, because one, he's not really he got a really weird jump shot, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that, if y'all see it, but like he don't got a trigger. So having him off the ball, I believe
he can catch and shoot though, because he'll shoot him. I believe he can come off some screens and catch and shoot.
Off screens? Nah, he got a weird jump shot, tight. Like it take about 2 seconds for his shit to go off. Like to me, that's not good. That's the biggest flaw of his game is that shot. He's not really able to pull up into a shot like Steph. Steph got that half a second trigger. Like that shit is up.
That's his play style. That's how I look at it. He never wanted to be like the best scoring team. He always wanted to be the traditional point guard. That's what I'm saying. It's like I think he can, but will he? That's the difference. That's the thing you gotta ask.
I look at every team that's won a championship. They've had one dog on their team. Like every team, like Dallas, even when they upset Miami, they had Dirk. Dirk was going crazy. I think Dirk was averaging like 26 a game. Like every championship team I can think of had that guy that say, yo, I'm gonna take it from here, y'all move out my way. And to me, Indiana, they don't have it. And that's the issue with this series right now. OKC, they really got 3 guys that can really just tell everybody clear out. Chet has the ability. He got great handle. Chet was a guard before coming into the league, so he has great handle. He's really comfortable on the perimeter, and he's fast too. He gets quick moves. Jalen Williams could go for 25. We saw what he did to the Timberwolves last series. And then SGA, like, that's, you know what I'm saying? They got 3 dogs that can just tell everybody, move out, let me take it from here. To me, Indiana, they don't have that. Siakam, I watched him. He had some small guys on him last game. He didn't really want that. Like, he went 3 for 11 last game, 1 for 4. He's a horrible 3-point shooter as well. And to me, to beat OKC, you got to shoot the 3.
Yeah, you got to. Cause I told you they give up the 3rd most threes.
Yeah, you got to shoot.
Said, looking at that team, Indiana, we can all say, even though they did, well to get in the finals, we know they're limited when it comes down to it. I mean, we just felt like every team was going, okay, this is the team gonna beat them. They don't match up well against this, so and so. You know what I mean?
I felt like the Clippers would have gave OKC a hard time, a real hard time, especially with Kawhi and them long hands.
Yeah, they had to match up.
With Zubac.
It would have been a better matchup.
With Zubac and then James Harden, like his handle, like him attacking SGA, he would have gave SGA some problems. Like, we know James Harden is not clutch, but I'm talking about in a series, James Harden would have gave, like, SGA would have had to go to sleep early guarding James Harden. Like, James Harden is that dude. To me, James Harden is better than Tyrese Halliburton. I'd rather have Harden over Halliburton. Like, James Harden,
I can't do that. I can't do it.
Well, we don't like James in a game 7. We know that. But
that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have won. That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have hit them shots.
But Kawhi takes care of that. You just need James 3/4. And to me, James, I watched him these playoffs. He crossed a few guys up. He has some big.
No, I thought you were saying like if James Harden was on the
the Pacers,
Indiana. I thought that's what you were saying. I was like, nah, he can't have James Harden doing that. I gonna hit it.
I feel like Indiana would have been better off. Take Tyrese out, plug in James Harden. This is a better series. That's my opinion.
I can't do it. I can't trust James Harden.
Even a Trae Young. Get rid of Tyrese. Give me Trae Young. With this Indiana team, that's what they're missing. They're missing a Trae Young type guy. Trae Young sent the Knicks home a few times by his damn self on some Iverson shit. Like, Trae Young is that dude. I just feel like you need that, especially going up against SGA. I felt like the Lakers would have gave OKC a hard time as well because Luka is attacking SGA. Look at the work that SGA is going to have to do guarding Luka. Now you're really neutralizing him in his game. He don't really got the same energy. There's nobody that's working Tyrese right. I mean SGA right now.
Yeah, I got you. I just think they don't have the team to do it. That's the problem.
Who Indiana?
I just look at Indiana. They wasn't supposed to be the team in the finals, in my opinion. They made it here.
Yo, both teams are very similar, bro. They play both of them really pretty much play the same style of basketball. Everybody
they do, but what you call it? You got to admit matchups and stuff. It matters. All those players from OKC, you would take them all over. You take HGA over Halliburton. You would take Chet over Siakam. You would take the what's the name? Something Williams. You'll take him over on Siakam. You would take all those players over that team.
And I'm happy you brought up Chet. I'm looking at Chet. He's not having a great series right now. He's had a hard time.
I mean, he struggled the first game. He struggled the first game. The second game, he bounced back.
Even Jalen Williams, he's been struggling as well. He's turning over the ball. I saw a lot of situations where he's turning over the ball. He's getting to the basket. He getting his shit pounded out of there. Like, he's there. These guys are not having a great series. To me, the Alex Caruso and the Aaron Wiggins guy, they kind of saved OKC a little bit. So it goes back to what we're saying.
And see with that thing, I don't look for Caruso to get 20 points again. He ain't had a 20-point game the whole season.
Exactly.
I don't look for Caruso to have another 20-point game.
Aaron Wiggins had 20 as well, and he barely played this whole playoffs. So I feel like Indiana, they do match up well with OKC. And I think
I don't say. I think they got the better coach and they're better coach, but it's just OKC got the better team.
Nah, I don't see it like that, man. Because think about it. Alex Caruso and Aaron Wiggins, they both combined for 40 plus points. If they don't have 40, which they usually don't, that's a game. That game too can go either way.
Yeah,
Because
see,
Chet
you
didn't
have to
start.
remember too, the first game, Chet and them played so horribly, and they were still winning. We all thought OKC was gonna win that game, and what you call it, stole it from
And,
them because
and
because of their key mistakes.
exactly, and that just tells you how
But
good
I'm just
really.
saying that in general, if they don't, because I don't expect those two guys to play that bad again. You know what I'm saying? They do, yeah, they got a chance, but if they just play average, like let's just say, like the night before, this play average, don't play great, but average. I don't think Indiana has a chance, and that's
Nah,
why I say they're just overmatched when it comes down to it.
I think that well, listen, tight. I think this is a 7-game series. I got Indiana winning game 3. I think they're gonna blow OKC out of there. I think Indiana, they're gonna turn up. That crowd is gonna get as many.
I think the same way. I think going 7 games, and I think, like I said, I think the Pacers gonna win tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think
They better. Shit, they
Indiana, if you
better.
think about, they did their job. They stole one at home. I
Yeah,
don't even
that's what you want to do. You want to steal one of them away games.
They got the upper hand right now. I don't even really think that they tried to win game 2. I saw Rick Carlisle he tried out some different lineups. I felt like he was just kind of trying some shit out there for game 3. I thought by the third quarter, they already said, hey, we're not trying to win. We're going to try out some different lineups, give guys a few minutes and see what
They went on a 19-2 run. I think that was toward the end of the second quarter.
Yep.
We
And
went
they
on a 19-2 run. It was a 6-point game. Went
exactly.
on a 19-2 run. That pretty much was a wrap after that.
Exactly. And it was a whole line. They had I forgot the lineup they had, but it's a lineup they didn't even go to this whole playoffs. So to me, Rick Carlisle, he was playing chess. He was like, you know what? We getting ready for game 3. I want to put a different combination of guys out there to see what we can do for game 3. I think Obi Toppin needs to be starting. He's shooting the 3 the best right now in the finals. He got the best 3-point percentage right now. You need to move Miles Turner off the perimeter so you can really trap. I don't feel like you could trap with a guy like Miles Turner. He's too slow. Like, you got to have quick guys out there. I got Indiana winning game 3. And then if Indiana goes up in game 3, then they're live for game 4. And now we're talking about Indiana potentially being up 3-1. And
they most definitely got a good chance to do it because they play they home when they at home, they play way better when they at home.
exactly. And to me, I'm playing chess if I'm Indiana. I don't believe that Jalen Williams can win the game for OKC. I'm putting that on Jalen Williams. He's a young player. He's super young. He's never been to the finals. I believe he will fold under pressure if they fully trap SGA. Let's say they trap SGA a whole game. Like, hey, we're trapping him all day. I don't believe Jalen Williams can win the game for OKC. I'm taking that chance. I'm basically
that's what I've been saying the whole time. Trap SGA
the whole game though.
Get the ball out of his hand. Just see what happens.
Exactly.
If they make the plays, they make the play. But at least get that in the game plan.
Exactly.
But they get the ball out of his damn hand and make somebody else beat you. Like I was showing on a little video yesterday how they tried to do that, which they did a good job. But who messed it up was Miles Turner. Was slack assing and he didn't get his ass over there, and Caruso wide open in the corner for the 3-pointer. But if Miles Turner would have rotated like he was supposed to, then Caruso wouldn't have had that open 3 like that.
Exactly tight, but little tight. They need to trap him the whole game. It's like, bro, I want Jalen Williams to win it for y'all. If Jalen Williams beats me, I'm fine with that because I'm 100% confident he cannot win the game for OKC. He's a young player. He don't have the bag that SGA has. All right, he's a lot more limited offensively. I'm letting Jalen Williams win the game. And Chet has had a horrible series this whole series. I'm literally trapping SGA all day, every day. I'm gonna probably go deeper into the bench and put some fresh legs on SGA to just trap him on the whole game. And I want Jalen Williams to go win the game. If Indiana does that, I believe they win this series. I think they win in 6 games. But they gotta address the SGA situation. You can't let SGA have 30. Because to me, when he has 30, the team plays well for some weird reason. It's like a contagious thing. The young guys get going, they start feeling good. I'm looking at some stats. When SGA struggles, this team don't really win. They don't really win games. Jalen Williams doesn't really step up to the occasion. That was the talk about Jalen Williams this whole time. It's like, is he a true second option? And to me, there's some questions about that. So to me, I
say no.
That's what I would do. And to me, Siakam, he should be the one guarding SGA. Like the fact that who's guarding SGA right now? I think Tyrese or
no, it's the other guy.
Yeah, they've been putting
Nemhart, right?
They've been Neesmith and what's the name? Nemhart.
With the
Neesmith and Nemhart.
Yo, that's a mistake right there. SGA is a physical player. He's not Steph. That would make sense if you guarding Steph. To me, you got to put a big body on SGA because you know he loves to push off. So you need to put some resistance there. You need an Obi Toppin on him or Siakam. That's a big mistake by Indiana because SGA he plays physical and he loves to push off. I don't necessarily like it. I think sometimes it's illegal the push off he does because he's basically pushing guys out his way and he's getting to his mid range. But the way you stop that, put some big bodies on him.
See, I think they couldn't do that though. If they did, I think Chet would just eat.
Who Chet?
Yeah, Siakam's guarding Chet. Cause let's be real, what Miles Turner, his feet ain't quick enough to guard Chet at all.
But that's my thing. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Chet getting some scoring. To me, his scoring doesn't impact the team at all.
I mean, you can live with that. Only reason I say that because SGA, his IQ is, like I say, he usually don't take bad shots. He gets his teammates involved, man. They ain't hitting. I mean, I think that's the best scenario to say, but it's just, I guess you got to pick and choose when to do that double team. You know what I'm saying? And he take advantage of that. If he see a mismatch, he'll take it. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, setting up the man for the easy shot.
And then
that's one thing about SGA, he is himself.
And then what y'all feel about this Kevin Durant news? I'm hearing Spurs now.
Oh yeah. I told you yesterday they talk about him going to the Spurs, man. They talk about that's the real possibility.
Nah, they basically saying this is done deal right now.
Oh, they saying it's a done deal?
Yeah, like it's on Yahoo Sports. They're saying that the deals is most likely already done behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's not done because you can't. They're not really even allowed to make contact until free agency. Right. But the agents they talk, and KD is on a 1-year deal. So wherever he goes, that team needs to sign him to an extension. So his agent is talking behind the scenes. I don't like KD to the Spurs. I don't believe in this Spurs team. I think we're looking at the players they have and we're getting excited. But they don't have a coach. The coach they got the coach they got. Do we know who the hell he is? You need a real coach to put all that talent.
We got to see how his play style is. That's the best way to look at it. You got to see what he does.
I feel like when you're dealing with a guy like Kevin Durant, De'Aaron Fox, even a Wemby, these are elite players. You got to have a coach that knows what he's doing. You can't bring in a first-time year head coach. This would be his second year coaching. And the only reason why he's even coaching is because Popovich got hurt. Nobody was thinking about him being a head coach. So to me, the coaching situation is a big problem for the Spurs. And I feel like they got too much going on. I don't feel like De'Aaron Fox with KD fits. De'Aaron Fox is a high-usage player. He left the Kings because DeMar DeRozan was doing this thing down there in Malik Monk. So what the hell are you going to do with Wemby and KD? I
think they may get rid of Fox because they may just draft that point guard Dylan Harper or something. You know what I'm saying?
Think they're gonna get rid of Fox?
That's what they rooming right there. Be good
to get rid of Fox.
I mean, I didn't even.
No. They're not gonna get rid of Fox, but they are gonna draft a point guard. I think Fox gonna be at the 2. I think they're gonna get a point guard.
They say that point guard. I've never seen him play like that, but they say he's like Randall Cunningham to a certain. I mean, not Cunningham from Detroit. My fault. I'm messing up names. They say he's kind of like that. If he's like that, yeah, you draft him number two, unless
and
you're gonna trade that pick for somebody.
and that's another thing. Like all of these guys, they're young. They got a lot of work to do on their game. De'Aaron Fox, respectfully, he got some work to do on his game. All right, like
I mean, but they was winning. You can say that before Wembley got hurt, they was winning.
they was winning
They
games,
wasn't gonna
but
be a threat.
they didn't have signature wins though. They weren't beating teams like OKC, Denver. They had some nice wins
I
against.
got you, but that's how you build your confidence and stuff. I ain't saying that was gonna be a threat,
But if I'm
you know,
KD, I'm
it
not,
was they was projected to make the playoffs. They would have made it. I mean, I ain't saying they would have went for that like that, but that's how you gain the experience.
but
They can look at Wembley like, look, we got the probably MVP, definitely defensive MVP. Line
but
them up with Kevin Durant and stuff like that. It'd be match sit.
nah, I don't nah. I feel like the Spurs, they're gonna be a great team in the future. But if I'm KD, I'm trying to win now. I think KD got 3 more years left. And to me, this Spurs
I think
team,
his.
they're not a they're
I
not
look at KD.
I think
He's limited though.
I think he'll be a good fit with the Spurs.
I mean, I think he'd be a good fit, but I don't think a lot of people want KD like that. I mean, it's certain teams that need him, but it ain't like a fire sale for him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at KD now.
but yo, respectfully, KD can play for all the 30 teams in the league. KD's a good fit for every team. Like that's how good his game is. He can shoot
I mean,
mid range.
but a lot of people don't want him though. That's the problem.
They
I
don't want
agree.
him.
He can still play, but a lot of teams already said they don't want him.
I feel like the teams don't want him because one, they can't afford him. That's one, and then two, he has 1 year left, so he has to commit to whatever team is trying to trade for him. Like Golden State, you heard they were supposed to have KD. KD shut it down. He said, "Yo, I ain't trying to go over there." So they went to Jimmy Butler. To me, KD fucked up there. He should have went to Golden State. Golden State with Steph and Dre, and then you got Kuminga and those other guys. That's a squad. That's championship
KD,
level.
he got too much pride. That's his problem. He felt like, which everybody knew, you weren't gonna get credit for those championships. He said, "I felt like I didn't get enough credit." He said it himself.
I
I'm
mean,
like, that's the problem.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm KD, I want to win a championship. The Spurs, even with the players we just named, that's not a championship contender. That's a good team, but that's not championship level. Championship level to me is the Timberwolves, pairing up with Anthony Edwards. They put out a trade for the Timberwolves. Basically, they're gonna trade Rui with Mike Conley for Kevin Durant. I love that trade. I could keep Julius Randle, bring back Nas Reed, bring back DiVincenzo with Anthony Edwards at my 1 and then KD at my 3 with Julius Randle down there. That's championship. Or even the Rockets team, because he takes care of all your scoring. But now you put KD with an elite defensive team, and all KD got to go over there and do is just get buckets. He don't got to worry about nothing else. And KD is not a bad defender. Nobody's attacking Kevin Durant. He's 7 feet tall. Nobody's going at Kevin Durant, so he's not a scrub on defense. But to me, that the Spurs, you need a coach, bro. Coaching matters, man. And you need a coach.
Hey, what's the name? The guy who was coaching them. He in the front office now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they gonna if they do need that, I'm pretty sure he gonna get it.
But he just
I think that'll be a problem for the West right there. If you team KD up, with Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, and then get you a nice guard in the draft, they might end up having to let go Castle though. They might end up having to let go Castle in that trade.
Yeah, if I'm the Suns, we're not even doing a deal. We're not doing a deal without Castle. And to me, that's where it goes to. You really giving up Castle for KD for 3 years?
But see, KD. See, Wemby is kind of like he kind of play like KD, but Wemby just got better defense. But if you look at how Wemby play, he kind of played like how KD played with the jump shots and being tall. He as big as he is, you would think he play in the paint like that, but he really don't.
But that's another
now
problem.
defense he do, but on offense he don't really be in the paint like that.
But that's another problem, Ty. And it goes back to coaching. We can't have KD and Wemby out on the perimeter. If I bring in KD, I need Wemby in the paint. I need you in the paint. You'll get a few 3-point shots in the game, but I can't have both of those guys on the perimeter. There's not enough space. And then we need to give De'Aaron Fox space. De'Aaron Fox is the quickest player in the league. We forget that. He's the fastest player in the league. He loves to use the basketball, get up downhill. I just think it's too much going on. The pieces don't fit. And we did the same
thing.
That's
why I say I would trade De'Aaron Fox, though. I would trade him, get what I can, and get that point guard from Rutgers.
And like we looked at the Suns, we did the same shit. Oh, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, KD, that's elite.
We knew that wasn't gonna work though. They didn't have no ball handle.
No, but everybody was gassing up the Suns. They was like, "Damn, that's elite."
I know some people, but that's when it comes to certain people don't know basketball. I was like, who's gonna be their point guard? When it came down to it, people said, "Well, what you guys can do?" I was like, "Bro, he's more of a scorer. You don't have no official ball."
My thing was, where would the defense gonna be at?
And that too tight.
Like they'll score some points, but who the hell playing defense?
But look, you know what's funny? You're right. They didn't play. They had a horrible defense, and they knew they was gonna have horrible defense. The key is they had one of the worst offense in the league. If you look at the offensive rating, they was at 20, bottom of the league. So with all that talent, they still struggle offensively. So like that,
they had 3 players to play the exact same way. That was the problem.
Nah, that's not even it. It just goes to show you that it's not always about talent. Like the shit sounds sexy when we name the players, but it's about the right pieces and personalities fitting each other. So it's bigger than just Wemby and KD.
I think they had 3 of the same thing. All them 3 dudes right there. This with jump shooters. Ain't none of them was no ball handler. What you call it? Booker. He's more of a shooter. You know what Bradley Beal is? He's a shooter. KD's a shooter.
Yeah, but that's
you don't have that point guard to get them right. You know what I'm saying? There's, you know what I'm saying? Set them up. You know what I'm saying? You can have the best weapons in the world, but you don't know how to use it. What's the point? You know what I'm saying?
But that's my whole point.
I looked at that team.
It's the same situation with the Spurs. The pieces don't fit. De'Aaron Fox is high usage. He doesn't play off ball at all. He dribbles the ball. He brings it up, and he likes to get downhill. So the ball is going to be in his hands. KD's going to want some love too. And now what about Wemby? Like Wemby wants the ball as well. Castle is going to want the ball.
You can trade Fox. That's why I say you can trade Fox.
They can't trade Fox. They just got Fox. They just traded mad shit to get him. They're not going to go and trade him now again.
I would, because if you getting Harper, that's your point guard right there. Unless you feel like he can play 6-man or 7-man, but
y'all hold on 1 second. What up with you? We are family, man. Goodbye to Sean. Trash channel, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Yes, sir. Just a couple of more months, Trash channel. A couple more months. But appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Late night. Appreciate you coming through. We are family, and love the Azel. Appreciate y'all coming through, man, for sure.
Yes, sir. But yo, I like KD, and then the Knicks. The Knicks is interesting. The more I thought about it, I like KD for the Knicks. Because one, we're talking about the East, and that's another thing. If you KD, I'm good with the West, bro. It's too much going on. It's too much competition. That's a long night during the playoffs. To try to win, you're gonna have to go through the Timberwolves, the Lakers, Denver, OKC. I don't want all that work. I'm going to the East. The East, look at the East. It's open. Like, if you really want a championship and you're Giannis and KD, that's where you need to go. And what better place to go than the Knicks or Detroit? We saw what Cleveland is about. They're pretenders. They're not the real deal. When the pressure's on the line, they're not going to get shit done. So to me, I'm going to the Knicks if I'm KD. And if they could somehow just say, hey, do a straight up trade for Towns for KD, that's the move. I like Jalen Brunson with KD, with Josh Hart at the 2, Mikal Bridges at my 3, with KD back at my 4, and then you go with Mitchell Robinson at your 5, and then you probably bring OG off your bench. Now you got a little bench going. You know what I'm saying? That's the move to me if I'm KD. I like that. And then I got a real number 2 option in Jalen Brunson. And then I don't got to worry about the Celtics. The Celtics, we know they're not going to get a championship. They're done. I think they're taking next year off, and I think they're gonna get rid of a few pieces. But to me, I just don't like KD to the Spurs. It's not enough. They need a coach. Greg Popovich, he just came off having a stroke. That's why he's not coaching. And they got this young dude coaching, but when you coach a Kevin Durant,
I think more likely. I think most likely that's where he's going, and I think it got a lot to do with because the Spurs got that number 2 pick, and they got what's the other pick they got? They got number 2 and what else? 14 or
like
something
9
like that.
or something like that. It's 9 or 14. It's either one of those two.
Yeah, they got the 14 and the second pick.
14 and the second, yeah. So
that's
I think that's gonna have a lot to do with it.
Number 2. I gotta keep that number 2 pick.
And they got a couple of young players they can make that trade. I think most likely that's where he's probably gonna go. I know some people have been talking about. Some people also been talking about Durant going to the Knicks also, but I just think with the Knicks, man, I think it's gonna kind of hurt them because of the fact that they gave up 5 picks for Mikal Bridges. I think that's gonna kind of hurt them with whatever move they're gonna try to make, man.
I mean, to me, if you're the Knicks, you gotta do it. Because if you're the Knicks, they don't play a big rotation. They got almost to the finals with just 7 guys. So to me, I keep that same identity. You're not really going to get a bench. They could get some veteran minimum contracts. There's going to be guys available. People love going to New York, LA. They're not going to have a hard time getting some players for cheap to add to that puzzle. So to me, if I'm the Knicks and I'm looking at the Celtics, they're hurt. So who you really got to deal with in the East if you're the Knicks? Indiana, and that's about it. Everything else is like, hey, we could beat the Cavs, we could beat everybody else. I just got to gear up for Indiana, and I don't think Indiana can beat a team with Jalen Brunson and Kevin Durant. I don't think that's happening.
You heard about the old boy Darius Garland. You heard about him having to get surgery on that toe injury he had.
Yeah, that's charming to me too, man. Like a lot of these guys love doing that when they lose. It's like, hey, I'm gonna just go get surgery, making a scene. And that's the problem with the Cavaliers too. They just don't got no dogs. They need another dog veteran piece, like a Paul George type guy, like a guy that is a real vet. Like to me, they got too much youth over there, and that's the reason why they didn't really get the job done. Like I feel like they need some veteranship on their roster. And some more maturity, to me. And it's like the report got out his toe was hurting during the series. How you don't do that? That's just a dumb thing to do. If I'm guarding you, if I'm playing you, and I know you got a bad toe, I'm on you. Like that's just shit. That's a rookie mistake. Like they put out all these injury reports to Cleveland Cavaliers, and to me, I felt like they got up on Darius Garland, and they gave him a hard time because it's like they knew he was compromised. So I don't know, man. And then, Golden State. What do you think about Giannis to Golden State?
I've been hearing a little bit about that.
What did he say? What did he say? Is he staying or does he want to leave?
Nah, Giannis is out. He's done.
Yeah, he ready to go.
Giannis is a real one. He's not going to go out and do all that girl shit and say, hey, I want to trade. But we already know he's done. All right, Damian Lillard is hurt. That's the only reason why he stayed there, because they got Damian Lillard. Now that he's out, and then Kyle Kuzma bum ass had 0 points in a playoff game. Giannis is done. So what do y'all think about Giannis to Golden State, and then possibly trading Draymond Green to get the deal done?
Yeah,
I don't know. You think they'll let go Draymond?
Ownership. I think ownership. I think the only reason why Draymond is still there is because of Steph. Like, I feel like they've been wanting to get rid of Draymond, but because Steph, his love for Draymond has kept him there. And to me, I feel like ownership, they had a place now. Remember, they got rid of Klay. So that just lets you know they're not playing no more. Like, they're trying to win. To me, I would put a deal with Draymond and Kuminga for Giannis. I think Giannis gives me the same type of Draymond feel. Tough guy. He don't take bullshit. He's going to play hard. He's going to hold people accountable. And you're going to work hard playing on a Giannis team. You're not going to come to practice, playing or fucking around with Giannis. Like, Giannis, he rubs me as like an old school guy. Like, he don't play games. He don't shake people's hand during the games. He handles business. and he's 30 and 12. And I could do that with Jimmy Butler and Steph. Yo, tight. That's a movie right there. That's a movie type. Those three on the court in a playoff series. Who want that smoke, type?
How would they match up? I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. Even though I know they got the spacing and stuff like that, with Steve Kerr's system. I mean, I would like to see what type of system they would run.
I mean,
they
to
gonna
me,
definitely have to change some stuff up with how they play and how Giannis play.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how I'm looking at the situation. I'm not saying he wouldn't be successful. I'd like to see how they would do it.
I think it works because Giannis he basically threatens the paint. That's gonna open up stuff more for Steph. And they got that guy Porzingis. You know, he's a good shooter. He still got Buddy Hill. He looked pretty good in these playoffs. I like what he did. So now you just need somebody to really like stress the paint. Giannis is gonna open up so much shit for Jimmy and Steph because he's gonna. It's like now you can't really double Steph now. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if Golden State would have gotten KD, I think Golden State would have been in the finals right now with a Kevin Durant on that team. Because now you can't trap Steph. You can't trap Jimmy Butler. Like now it's back to one-on-one basketball. And when Steph and KD go one-on-one, respectfully, they scoring most of the time. You just can't stop those two guys one-on-one. And then Jimmy Butler, he's gonna get easier shots too. I felt like things clogged up with him as well. He didn't really have the space he did in Miami because they were able to kind of trap him when Steph got hurt. But you know, if KD was there, I personally think Golden State would be in the finals, probably winning the championship right now. Like Golden State, yo, it's the way they play basketball. Like did we think they was gonna win in 2022 against the Celtics? And they somehow, some way got the job done without a Kevin Durant. Like Golden State, the way they play basketball, man, it's like they're just a threat all the time. They're always going to compete for a championship. And they got deep into they would have beat the Timberwolves, y'all, if Steph was there. We know that, correct?
I mean, I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that one. I'd say heavily no, but because I just don't think they had the team for it. But they would compete.
Steph was smoking Anthony Edwards in game 1. Like everybody, he was giving the Timberwolves some problem, and then Steph pulls his hamstring. It literally changed the whole dynamic of the series. Like, you know, we talk about Steph. Guys don't like guarding Steph, and that's why when we had that,
it just shows now Steph can't be moving around like he used to, and his body finally catching up with him.
I mean, that's the only injury I can think of that Steph really have. To me, Steph is.
I mean, let's be real. Steph got weak ankles now. You know what I'm saying? He started out that way.
I think Steph is one of the best conditioned players in the NBA right now. He runs fast.
But conditioning don't got nothing to do with you getting hurt.
But he doesn't really get hurt. He pretty much plays his games.
I mean, like I said, it's just like when you get the hamstring, it just showed this playoff series. It's like Steph, I'm just saying because of the age. He's 37 or something, 38 or something like that.
I feel like
his body finally started catching up with him when he started doing all that running.
I feel like
more the best condition, yeah, but after a while that age started catching up with him, and I think it just finally caught up with him.
Nah, I feel like Steph could play. If Steph wants to, he could play the
floor. It showed he pulled when you pull your hamstring. It's because you've been overworked. I mean, you overwork your hamstring. I know this. You know what I'm saying when it comes down to it.
I mean, I'm not worried. I don't look at the hamstring. I'm not worried about that with Steph. I mean, that was pretty much the only injury.
Hamstring, it's easier to do. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but nobody's worried. Steph is still going to be the best point guard next year. I'm not worried about Steph with injuries. He pretty much has a good injury record, you know. And you're going to have injuries when you're as productive as he is. Like you're going to have those type of injuries. I'm not worried about that. To me, the problem with Golden State is they need to get rid of Draymond and get another scoring option. Like Draymond doesn't stretch the floor. When Draymond is on the floor, it's like 4-on-5. Nobody's guarding Draymond on the 3-point line. Like they're literally all the way back. And that's what's making the game a little harder for Steph and Jimmy. To me, they got to address that. They're going to have to make a tough decision at some point. And it's like, yo, Draymond, I mean, your time is done, bro. If you got rid of Klay, like, why are we still holding on to Draymond? That's
I
my
guess
question.
I just like I said, I just want to see if Steve Kerr can come up with a system with him. That's all thing I want to see.
And then what y'all think about KD with the Timberwolves?
I mean, I think that's the best
They
DM
talking about that
fill up
too?
a spot.
So what package would y'all do? I saw some different packages they put on ESPN for in a potential Wolves trade. So what package you putting together for Kevin Durant to put him with
I mean, if
Anthony?
I could, I'd just give him 2 first-round picks and maybe a young player.
You can't do it. You got to match the salaries.
I give him Jaden McDaniels.
Nah, tight. You got to keep that.
I give him Jaden McDaniels, and we'll try to go with Ant-Man, Durant, and Julius Randle. That'll be the big three.
You got to keep those 3 intact. That's how I'm looking.
Yeah.
You got to keep those 3
So
intact.
that's why I say Jaden McDaniels. He'll probably have to go. Him and Mike Conley, get their ass out of there.
Nah, to me, this is the best. This is the chance that the Timberwolves been waiting on. Now I could get off of this Rudy Gobert contract, and the Suns need a big. They already mentioned that in the deal. They want a big back. I'm getting off that contract. I'm giving up Rudy Gobert, and he makes $40 million. KD, I think, is at 50. So now I only need one more player to get to that 50. I'm putting Rudy and DiVincenzo. And I'm keeping Jaden McDaniels. I like his defense. He's a tough defender. I gotta hold on to that. And now I'm rocking out with Anthony Edwards. I guess Jaden McDaniels at my 2. Well, Michael Conley, Jaden McDaniels 3, KD 4, and Randall at my 5. Randall at the 5 is a problem.
If they can make it work, then I say do it.
I think they could. It's all, bro. You know how it goes. The players, once they say, "Hey, this is the team I want to go to," that all the other teams are out the deal because they're not going to trade for a player for a rental. Like KD has 1 year left, so the team trading for him, they need to know, hey, he's going to resign. All KD has to do is says, "Yo, I want to go here," and the deal is done. So I'm curious to see. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to see what the reports are with Kevin Durant. Like he's going to call the shots on the trade, and to me, I like that.
That's what I say. KD, he just kind of weird when I look at him. When it comes down to it, you don't know. You never know what he want to do.
That's a fact. Like a lot of the stuff he does don't make sense. Like him basically rejecting the Warriors trade was weird as hell too. It's like, so you're gonna go stay with the Suns and lose as opposed to go join Steph and win a championship, which they could have definitely done this year if KD was there. KD would have held it down, right? Steph gets hurt. KD and Jimmy Butler would have got the series done. Just them 2 guys. They would have beat the Timberwolves for sure. Those 2 guys. They have no answer to the Timberwolves for that. KD, Steph
what's
comes
the
back.
reading on Booker, if I may ask? I mean,
There's nothing
there's
on
a
Booker.
possibility somebody can get Booker.
There's no trade room on Booker, which is disappointing, and it goes back to the softness I'm talking about. It's like, bro, Devin Booker, like, you don't want to compete for a championship? Why are you staying with the Suns right now? He should have been asked for a trade. When Chris Paul and Bridges and
I believe that would be a better fit if he could go to Minnesota. Be honest with you.
Devin Booker?
Yeah.
With
If he
Anthony
can go
Edwards?
back to he can go back to playing 2 and 3 and stuff like that. I think that'd be a better fit, younger stuff like that. You can live with that. If he was to give up Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, and like you say, somebody else you name, what you call it, I would take that risk.
I like Devin Booker for either Golden State or for the Knicks. You put
I'm
Devin.
saying he works better with those spots. But I'm just saying if I was Minnesota, that's who more likely I would go for. Just because I feel like I can make that work.
And then
I think what?
Now keep going.
No, I do believe Booker. Best situation is him at Golden State because I think he'll fit right in with that offense. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'm tight. I'm hearing the Lakers. They're gonna land this dude Wessler, whatever, Kelsler, I guess.
Old boy from Utah.
Yeah, it sounds like
I told you last night. I like him, man, because he only been playing 3 years, and he I think he like in the top 3 as far as blocks, what he averaged per game, and he one of the top rebounders in the NBA right now. So that them 2 things we most definitely need. We need a defensive presence. We need a rebounder, and he's very athletic. So that's gonna be the lob threat that Luka need right there.
Yo, tight, and the
And,
Lakers.
and he young, so he ain't got paid a lot of money yet. He only don't play 3 years.
Yo,
You
tight.
know what I'm looking? This to throw this out the play. If I'm Charlotte, I'm trading for Giannis. Fuck everything else.
Charlotte.
Fuck them draft picks.
You said Charlotte.
Yeah,
Giannis ain't jacking that. He's not letting that happen.
I know. I just say if I was Charlotte, I would do that. Like Charlotte they don't draft well. You know what I'm saying? At least I
I
know
mean,
I get a player.
we all entitled to dreams, but Charlotte know for damn sure not to contact Giannis. Giannis ain't going over there with them bums.
We all know that. Like I said,
But yo, tight. The Lakers, they also rumored to get Lonzo Ball. That's a nice piece, tight.
Lonzo Ball, I don't know about him, man.
too
6'9"
injury prone type.
Because he done had out.
for the
He done
defense.
had all this stuff going on with his knee, man. I don't know if I want to take that chance on him. I rather
Them
get
ball
somebody.
brothers, they got an expiration date on them, don't they? Don't they type? Both
Man,
of them every time they fall down.
Tight.
I'm scared they ain't gonna get back up.
them
Tight
boys need some Flintstone vitamins or something.
Yo, tight for defense though. Lonzo Ball, 6'9" guard. And he could shoot. He got a jump shot now. He didn't have a jump shot when he was with the Lakers in the beginning. His shot is water now.
He just don't have so many problems with that knee, man. I don't know if I want to take a chance on him.
He's a free agent, so he's going to be available for cheap, like mid-level.
Yeah.
You want to do that for a $4 million contract?
I don't know. I'd rather go with somebody who I know I ain't got to worry about him getting hurt. And with him with that knee situation, man, because at one time they said he wasn't gonna play no more. He might not be able to play again.
Yeah, he done lost all his cartilage out there, and they didn't. It's basically bone on bone now, right?
And then what about CJ McCollum for the Lakers as well? He's available.
Now, I like CJ McCollum. They give you somebody give you some points off the bench.
Nah, not on the bench, Ty. He's starting.
CJ McCollum, CJ McCollum don't play like how he used to.
Ty, he just averaged.
Well, he passed 2 years. He ain't been like how he used to.
Ty, he just averaged 21 points this season for the Pelicans.
For New Orleans, okay.
So he should be starting.
What about Brandon Ingram? What's his contract looking like?
Oh, he's in Toronto.
He just got traded to Toronto.
Okay. I didn't know.
He probably ain't going nowhere.
Yo, that was a play I wanted the Lakers to go get back. Brandon Ingram.
I would like for them to get him back too.
Nah, it's too late now. He got the contract extension, but he was one of those guys, that I wish the Lakers would have kept in that Anthony Davis trade. I would have gave up Kuzma instead of Ingram. Because Ingram is low key. He like a Kevin Durant. He's a cheap. He's like a Fugazi version of Kevin Durant. Like he got that pure mid range game handle.
All the skills in the world. He just don't put them all. You know what I'm saying? Put it all together. That's his main problem.
And he could defend. So I wish the Lakers would have kept him and a Josh Hart. We gave up Josh Hart too. You know where we really fucked up tight was Zubac.
We messed up with that big time. That was our big man for the future right there.
Yeah, we gave him up for 2 first-round picks. I don't know what the fuck Magic Johnson.
And they gave him up to the Clippers,
and look at him now. He's
right.
15. He's 15-10 now.
But you could see it when he was on the team that he was gonna be a pretty decent big man.
Yeah, and then Avery Bradley too. Y'all remember him? That was a lockdown defender. What happened? I don't even know what happened to him. Like he was locking shit down. You talk about perimeter defense tight. He was like Patrick Beverly in his prime. Like he was locking shit down. And then Rondo. I remember when we had Rondo. Like Rondo kind of got kicked out the league. Even Melo. Remember Melo, his last year was with the Lakers. He averaged 15 points. And then the Lakers never brought him back. So I felt like the Lakers, they made a few mistakes, man, that they're going to probably look back and regret. When LeBron retires, they're going to regret some of these trades. Like even losing Caldwell Pope for Westbrook. and Kyle Kuzma, and then bringing in Westbrook. Westbrook was like a disaster for the Lakers. We're still recovering from that trade right now.
Right.
That trade turned into D'Lo and Vanderbilt. And look at Vanderbilt. To me, I'm not big on Vanderbilt. Everybody loves Vanderbilt. To me, he's stealing money right now from my Lakers, man. He's stealing about 3 good roster spots.
Yeah, I would rather for them to get somebody that can help on defense, but also can get some points.
Yeah, like a Gary Trent Jr. Like that's another guy that's available for the Lakers. You know, but they got to come off of Gabe Vincent or one of these guys to make some cap space. But like a Gary Trent Jr., like a nice 3-point shooter. Yo, you know who else is nice, tight? Looney Walker. Remember when we had Looney Walker on the Lakers?
Talking about Lonnie
Walker. Yeah,
Lonnie Walker. Okay. What up with your T Money, man? Goddamn T Money in the house. What up with you, man?
Oh shit, yeah.
T Money.
Jordan Clark. Oh, good body, Sean. You're right. Jordan Clarkson. The Lakers need to get Klessler and Jordan Clarkson is available too, tight.
Now that's somebody I like to get. Jordan Clarkson.
He's a bucket.
Oh yeah, he be getting them buckets. Yeah, he do.
That solves your bench. I don't think he would want to come off the bench though. Because he was starting with the Jazz. That's gonna probably fuck up.
I'll start his ass.
You'll start him over Austin Reeves?
Hell yeah.
Nah, not over Austin Reeves, type.
Yeah, that motherfucker coming off the bench.
If we got Reeves coming off the bench,
Clarkson, I like Clarkson, man. He be hooping, man.
Yeah, but like we can't have Reeves. We can't be paying Reeves all this money to come off the bench. I don't think the Lakers is gonna let that. When you make a certain amount of money,
type, whatever. That's what he's saying. Type, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say I'll give a shit. Hey, if he on the team, I'll put him in before Austin Reed. I mean, Austin Reed, he's straight, but sometimes Austin Reed be disappearing, man.
It's the defense tight with Austin Reeves.
That's why I say Jordan Clarkson, he gonna get it.
I mean, bro, I found out what's that white guy Knight. I heard he's a good scorer. He just don't play defense. Why don't y'all give him a shot? I heard he can be a fit.
Who is that?
Dalton Knight or somewhere his name is.
Dalton Knight,
one from Tennessee.
Nah,
I think that's his name. The guy
Connect?
from Tennessee. Yeah, he was a rookie this year.
You talking about Dalton Connect?
Yeah, or Connect. My fault. I said Knight. Yeah, Connect.
Oh, okay.
I heard he was pretty good offensively. His defense is, up to par. I should give him a chance.
I'm not really a fan of Dalton Connect. To be honest, like we was talking about IQ earlier in our conversation, and to be honest, looking back, he has a low IQ. He's a nut too as well. Every time he gets the ball, he shoots it. That's low IQ. Like you got to read the defense first. Like every time he gets the ball, like he just throws it up. And I think that's why JJ Redick wasn't a fan of playing him as much. That's the reality with him. He's just low IQ guy, and he's a trigger. Like he shoots the ball. Everything you pass him the ball, he's shooting it. And so he got to work on his IQ. He has to work on fundamentals. Like he loves the 3-point shot. That's the same way I feel about Cooper Flag. Like the Dallas Mavericks getting Cooper Flag. He's another young guy. His IQ is not going to be that sharp to me. I got to flip that into a Giannis, or at least into something nice. Or if I can land,
he's going to be a better version of Gordon Hayward, in my opinion.
I like Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag be hooping. I like Cooper Flag.
Yeah, tight, but when you look at him, I think he ain't gonna be nothing better than a Gordon Hayward. He's gonna be probably good number 2. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a generational talent like everybody's trying to. He's not a Wemby or LeBron. Like these are generational first-round pick talents. A LeBron, Kyrie as well. Like he's not one of those. He's gonna be a very good role player. Maybe like he'll be similar to Gordon Hayward. Remember Gordon Hayward?
I think a better version of Gordon Hayward. There's a better version of him.
Yeah, he's taller than Gordon Hayward, so he'll be able to defend a little better. But like he's not special enough to hold on to him. I feel like Nico Harrison would be making a big mistake not flipping him or getting into a Giannis conference, or even fucking Celtics, man. I think the Celtics. I'm hearing rumors they they trying to get rid of Jaylen Brown. They trying to. I'm hearing that they above the first apron and they want to get out of that first apron and they looking to move some contracts.
And
I heard a little
I
something
don't
about
know
that
if you
too about
heard.
Jaylen Brown.
Hey, I don't know if you heard. Coach K was talking. He was talking about what you call was my best freshman. I mean, where he didn't play for Cooper Flag. I like, bro, ain't no way in hell Cooper Flag was the best freshman that ever played Duke.
Oh no.
Never.
I
Yo,
can't
Duke
believe he said that.
Duke has some elite. Yo, Jay
Yeah,
Williams.
they
Remember
don't
Jay
had a
Williams?
lot of guys come
No,
from that.
he was talking about freshman. He wasn't the best.
I mean, I know Kyrie only played one game, but we talking about some of the
I mean,
best
I ain't talking about
for Duke.
Kyrie, but I'm saying even though he didn't make it in the NBA, the dude that won a ring before them and like was it 15 or 16, he was better than him. He was averaging basically the same shit. But they won a ring.
Jay Williams was the best Duke player to come out of Duke. Jay Williams. He be on First Take with Stephen A. now. He was
I
that.
mean, he had the greatest potential, but I think the best player probably you. I ain't talking about this NBA. You'll probably have to go late now. Grant Hill, and I would throw.
Nah. Grant Hill was that. I mean, Jay Williams was that dude in Duke, man. He was that guy.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Grant Hill was this better. He was special. He was better. He was better.
it just didn't work out for him in the NBA for some weird reason.
No,
That's
he
weird.
got both of them got hurt. Both of them got hurt.
Yeah, that's weird. Some guys play better in college basketball than when they get to the NBA, they struggle. To me, I feel like if you can play college basketball, you should be good anywhere because the defense is more intense in college basketball to me than the NBA.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
West
NBA.
got hurt off a motorbike incident, and Grant Hill he was doing good. He just got he had that type, but no, he know more about it. He had an injury or something
Oh
to
yeah,
his
he
ankle, right?
fell out, he had that motorcycle injury.
Who?
No, I ain't
Basically,
talking about. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about Grant Hill. Grant Hill
oh
was gonna be a Hall of Famer.
Grant Hill, he hurt. I think he hurt his knee. I think if I ain't mistaken.
But you know what I'm talking about. It was something gruesome, but it affected his play. He wasn't even the same player no more.
Yeah, it was. I think it was his knee if I ain't mistaken. Because
Yeah, because he
when
was
he
averaging
came back, he
when
had
he
some.
averaging like 20 something
Yeah, Grant
in the
Hill was
pros.
balling before he got hurt, but it's like after he got hurt, and then Grant Hill had a lot of years that he didn't play because of injury. A lot of years he was in the NBA. He was on teams and didn't even hardly play.
And yo,
being injured.
Yeah. I'm hearing rumors that Kyrie is not gonna resign with Dallas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm hearing that he's looking to opt out because the assumption is that he's gonna opt in, and because he's coming off that injury. So Kyrie kind of changes something. You know, Kyrie is a funny dude like that. He did the same thing with the Celtics. He told them, "Hey, I'm staying here forever," and he spent out on them. And they ended up losing Kyrie for nothing. They could have traded Kyrie for picks. That's really what fucked up the Celtics. If y'all think they crazy now,
Go ahead, my fault. That's me.
No, I'm just saying, if y'all think their squad is crazy now, if they would have been able to flip Kyrie Irving for some picks and assets, man, like Boston would have been like unstoppable. Like they lost Kyrie for nothing, they lost Gordon Hayward for nothing as well. So they should have more assets right now. So yo, Kyrie to me, he changes some things, man. If he's available in free agency, like, do you like that for the Knicks?
I like that for Thunder. No, I mean not Thunder. Minnesota.
Oh, yo, Ty, what about Kyrie in Houston? Oh my God! Slide Jalen Green to the 2, and you bring in Kyrie for Houston.
I don't know if that make them that much better though.
Tight. That's what they miss. But we always said it.
I mean, yeah. They most definitely need that guard.
The defense is covered.
Kyrie most definitely would help them because they most definitely because when Jalen Green wasn't doing shit, Kyrie most definitely would have been getting some buckets.
But yo, tight Kyrie, that's the missing piece right there. They're missing a number one option. They got the defense covered.
They most definitely missing. Yeah, they got the defense. They got some good young players. I like a man Thompson, Jabari Smith. Apple Sagon.
Yo, Zagoon is a funny player though. I'm not really that big. I'm not a big fan of his. I mean, he gets the job done.
He's solid though.
He's solid, but I'm not a fan of his game. He plays really slow too. I'm not a fan of like the centers or the fours playing that slow. Like even DeMar DeRozan, I think they're like old school basketball players. I feel like in this league, you got to run. You got to be on OKC time. You got to get the ball up. He slows things down. So, and tight. If you the Lakers, would you sign Kyrie?
And then where would you put him at? At the 2?
I mean, well,
because Luka gonna play the point.
Nah, I got him at my 2 for sure. With LeBron at my 3, and obviously Austin Reeves.
Would that put them because even if they get Kyrie, they still got to get a big. That's their number one thing they need to do in the offseason. They need to get a big, and then they need to get a better bench. I think them the main 2 things they need to focus on. They really need 2 big men.
Yo, tight. If I could steal Kyrie, and obviously you're gonna have to give up Austin Reeves that first round and Dalton. If I could get Kyrie with Luka at my 1, Kyrie at my 2, LeBron at my 3, fuck the big. I'll Jackson Haynes.
You need some type of defense out there.
Yeah, bro. Hey, you see what happened when we played somebody with some bigs? It was a problem. Anytime we run against Minnesota, that's gonna be a problem.
Nah, I feel like Kyrie changes everything. Kyrie is that dude, and it's like I'd rather have LeBron as my 3rd option. Like Kyrie, to me, changes everything if the Lakers could get him. And I'll just stick with Jackson Haynes and sign Andre Drummond. Like I don't need nothing special at my 5 at that point. Those 3 guys can score 90 points every night together. They're gonna get all your offense. All your offense is gonna run through Luka and Kyrie. I feel like both of them together is gonna average about 50 to 60 points a night. And now you got LeBron as the best 3rd option in the league. LeBron's gonna be your 3rd option, getting assists.
I don't know, man. I don't know that'll work.
Nah, I think
like I said, because even with Luka and him was together, they didn't make them trades for those defensive players. They weren't gonna get out there West. Y'all need a little bit more defensive pieces to make that work.
I feel like our perimeter defense is solid. It's just the big, and I personally I feel like we're gonna get a big. It's just who. Like I know the Lakers for sure are gonna land a big. It's really just about who. Are we gonna get Miles Turner? I hope we don't. It's too expensive. I don't think he's worth it. Are they gonna go Porzingis or Klesler or Daniel Gafford? They're gonna get a big. This is LA. Everybody, like at the end of the day, LA, they get all the stars. Nobody thought they was gonna get Luka. They got it. They got Kareem. They got Magic over there. They got Kobe. They got Shaq. Lakers always lands what they want. They got AD too.
I think that was a media move, bro. When it came down to it, to be honest.
What move?
How they got Luka, I think that was really a media move. When it came down to it, you can't tell me that wasn't scripted.
Nah, I don't. Bro, but if you look at the Lakers' history, they've always landed stars. No one thought Kareem was.
And I always said that was like media made when it came down to it. Yeah, Lakers, they do sell tickets, but
it's
this whole situation.
It's
I mean,
LA,
I know, but a lot of people don't really like playing with LeBron like that anymore. Because a lot of people get blamed when LeBron don't. In these last couple of years, they done gave all those trade, picks away. I don't know how much the Lakers can do to, to get them big time players like that right now.
Personally, the Lakers, like I said, the big is coming. We're going to get a big. That's guaranteed. I'm not worried about the Lakers getting the big. To me, I'm worried about the little other upgrades the Lakers make, the 3-and-D pieces, right? Like we need an upgrade from Gabe Vincent. To me, I need something fresh. I need a taller player. I don't want no small guys on my lineup. I want to increase my length on the court. So that's what I'm worried about. We keep worrying about the big tight. The big is coming tight. We're going to get it. We're gonna land something nice. Any big we get is gonna be something nice. That's done. To me, the Lakers, they're missing a piece or two to add around that 3-and-D piece. And if I could get a Kyrie Irving, and then we talking about Andre Drummond on a minimum contract at my 5 with Luka, Kyrie, and LeBron. Like who want to see that in a Game 7 series?
Man, I think a lot of people want to see that because they know only one's gonna really be playing defense is Drummond.
Bro,
Luka don't play defense. Kyrie
bro.
ain't he can at times. LeBron, he pick and chooses now because he's old. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's still a game of matchups. I just think when it comes down to it, like
it's all
teams
about
with
scoring, man. It's scoring. When you can score,
but it showed this year. If you got that team that can match up well against them, that's a wrap. They ain't gonna be able to do too much. I mean, bro, y'all let Rudy Gobert cook. You know what I'm saying?
But look at it though. Like Luka, they were trapping Luka a little bit. It was giving Luka some problems. You can't do that with Kyrie, man. Like Kyrie is like the deadliest second option ever.
I mean,
to me, I think
Kyrie
is LeBron's
but
best
I brought
teammate.
it back to you when it came to them together until they even made them trades. I'm talking about for the Mavs, they were struggling until they got those defensive pieces. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about? Like the PJ, what you talking from Charlotte? I forgot the other guy. They needed more defensive pieces. I'm saying Kyrie will help you.
Oh, you talking about the other dude from Charlotte, Bridges?
Yeah, PJ, you know what I'm talking about, type.
Yeah.
PJ Washington, I can't think of his name. I ain't good with names.
We got good, bro. Our defense. People fail to realize when Luka came, we were a top 3 defense.
Bro, they say that, but when you watch the games, only thing y'all try to do is just outscore people.
It was just
it showed in the playoffs, bro.
It was
the playoffs. You gotta play defense to a certain degree.
But that's what I'm saying. We overreacted to that Timberwolves series. It was just the big. We had everything else we needed to win. It was the big that was the issue. Everything else was fine. Like the offense was good enough to get us through that series. It was not having a big at the 5 that hurt us. That's all that happened. And that little stomach virus Luka had in game 2, that kind of fucked shit up a little bit for the Lakers because that was a must-win game that we lost.
I got you. I just think you gotta have defense out there. I mean, I understand one guy would help, but you need a little bit more pieces. Cause those guys you named being on your starting lineup looks good, but not one of them really play defense except for Drummond. I don't think that's gonna work when it comes down to it. I would like to hear tight. I mean, you know what I'm saying, info on it.
I don't know. I get what y'all saying about defense, but bro, when you have that prolific offense, that offsets the defense of deficiencies in certain aspects. When you got a guy like Luka, that covers for the defense he doesn't have. That's a walking 30 and 10 per game. Like y'all gonna see next season, Luka's gonna be the best scorer next season. Luka will average 29 and 10 next season. He's gonna be the number 1 scorer in the league. So when you have that, that covers for the little defense he doesn't necessarily have. And you can play. And I like JJ Redick. I thought in the season he did a great job with making adjustments. I didn't like what he did in the playoffs, but in the season, we smoked OKC. I remember that game tight. We almost beat him 2 games straight if Luka don't get ejected. So we should be in the finals right now, tight. You already know that.
If we had a big man, most definitely.
We should. This should have been a Lakers championship easily.
Yeah, that big man will hurt us against Minnesota.
But tight, that's what I'm asking you. Does it hurt you if you was to get a Kyrie? You got a Drummond, but you got, I'm assuming LeBron playing the 4. You got Luka playing.
That's what I say. I don't know. I mean,
I don't think that'll work because you got no defense. Really.
Right. So to me, I say get the bigs, get a better bench, and run back with it.
Nah,
I think the Lakers. I think they team straight. I think get a better bench, get you like 2 bigs, and roll back with it.
Nah, tight. I'm looking at the marathon, man. LeBron is older. To me, they need a second option. I need LeBron playing the 3rd option at this point in his career. I need him fresh for the playoffs. I'm looking at a long 82 game season. I need a second option behind Luka. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Austin Reed.
That's what I'm saying.
Austin Reed, Austin Reed, he can get his shot. Sometimes he's not always consistent though. That's the only thing with Austin Reed.
But that's what I'm saying. It's levels to it. Like Austin Reeves is great, but Kyrie is like steak and shrimp, steak and lobster. Austin Reeves, he's like a burger. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a different level of scoring that Kyrie brings to the table. And Kyrie could low key slide Luke out the way. Like, yo, we going through me tonight. Kyrie's that
I got
prolific.
you, but if you playing a team with bigs, I just don't think y'all would match up well at all. And I think that'd be the problem. Like,
We would have
let's just
smoked
say,
OKC. We would have smoked OKC. We did pretty much. Like
I
OKC
mean,
ain't
regular season playoffs are two different things, though. Because I
nah,
mean, nobody technically had y'all losing to Minnesota. Now, I was looking at, I was like, I don't think y'all match up well against them, but it just showed. Like, if you let Rudy Gobert get 27, what he had that game? 27 and what?
and 10.
15 or something like
Yeah,
that?
he had like
I forgot
27.
what
That's
he
what I
had.
say. We ain't have no big man, so
But that's
that
all
was
we
a
saying.
problem. But I'm telling you right now, Rashad, if they get old boy from Utah, that's gonna solve the problem right there. All our
I mean,
problems gonna
I
be
think I'm
solved.
with Titan on this one. I can't trade for Kyrie because if you giving up all day, you just trying to outscore people, and they can slow you down. I mean, defensively, I ain't say stop you, slow you down. You'll have troubles on that offense. I mean, you'll have troubles on the defensive end, especially if they can score on you basically about every time. You know,
Nah, man. I mean, the thing, yo, tight. I like the guy from Walker Kessler, but I'm not trying to put a first round pick on that. That's not
No,
sexy.
now Walker Kessler, we shouldn't have to give up no first round for him.
Tight. They gonna want a first round pick. That dude, he can ball. I did some research on him yet
I
earlier.
told you he be hooping. Did you say you seen him?
Yeah. I did some research. He can ball. He's
Boy,
gonna.
hooping, man, and he young too, man.
He only 23 years old. The
Yeah,
Jazz
he only been playing 3 years.
tight. The Jazz, they definitely gonna want a first round pick for him. And to me,
I give it to him.
nah.
I give him that, and you can get and who else? I give him you get that first pick, and you can get Rui.
Nah, Rui, hell no. They that's what I'm saying. I'm not It's the quality of the trade itself.
Or they can get Dalton Connect. We got to give up somebody.
It's gonna be Dalton Connect for sure with the first round pick and probably I think Gabe Vincent. They're gonna probably put in there. I'm definitely not giving up Rui for him. That's like just that's basically like minus. It's like addition by subtraction. It's like now we lose that perimeter play, that stretch four and Rui. I'm not giving that up. I rather, to me, it's a done deal. Like Daniel Galford is coming to the Lakers. I feel like we're gonna get him for a good deal. I can't give up a first round.
I'll take him and old boy from Utah,
Who?
Walker Kessler.
But for a first round pick and Dalton Connect?
I'll take him over Gafford.
Nah,
I'm
but
taking
that's
him over Gafford because hey, he the future. He already top three. He already top three in blocks right now. Already one of the top guys as far as rebounding. He only been playing 3 years. He ain't gonna do nothing but get better.
but yo, tight. Look at how good we just made Jackson Hayes look. We don't need something crazy at our five. We don't need no big name. We just need a big body.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you don't need him to score a lot of points. But I'm telling you, man, I'm taking Walker Kessler over Gafford all day long.
He's just
Now, if we can get Gafford, I'll take him because I know we won't have to. We probably won't. We ain't gonna have to give up no first round pick for Gafford.
that's what I'm saying, tight. We don't need nothing.
So we could get both of them.
That's what I'm saying, tight. We don't need nothing expensive or
hey, Titan.
fancy. We need something nice and simple that's going to run the screen and roll lobs. That's all the fuck we need him to do. So I'm not paying a first round pick and my best assets for that. I want a cheap deal because I'm not, bro, tight. All we need is a lob option and rebounding. That's it. I don't need you to shoot threes. We don't even need the big to shoot threes. We got that covered. We got Rui down there. We got Braun, Luca, Reeves. We're gonna take care of the scoring.
You know what? I'll tell you what. This is what I'm gonna do. Give me trade for Walker Kessler, and then sign Nas Reed as a free agent. We good to go.
Nas Reed.
Hey, Titan, to change the conversation because we've been talking for basketball for basically 3 hours. Tell me what you think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's all good, but I feel like we keep talking about the same thing. Though. Let's change it up a little bit. Hey, what you feel about TFC Mo Duck and Devin Haney?
You say what now?
How did you feel about Teofimo Lopez ducking Devin Haney?
Ah, yeah, he jumping over the fence for sure. He
I mean,
jumping over the fence for sure.
yeah, y'all know how the sport is though. The sport is soft now, man. It's all politics. These guys, they don't want the, they be, Floyd Mayweather kind of did it too. Like he didn't fight guys until he had to. Like Pacquiao.
Nah, bruh. Yeah, a lot of people love saying that narrative about Floyd. When you look at when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, nobody wanted to give him the chance. So he became Money Mayweather. That's when everybody was flocking to fight him.
Nah, but the guys he fought them late. Like
Yeah,
Pacquiao.
the only guy I really feel like he fought, he should have fought earlier. It probably would have been a way better fight. Is Pacquiao. Now I wish him and Pacquiao
And I blame
could have fought
Pacquiao
each
for that
other
one.
in their prime.
And I
Exactly.
blame Pacquiao on that one.
Oh, what about Oscar De La Hoya? He caught him late too.
Yeah, but Oscar De La Hoya didn't fight him when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He literally said that's high risk, low reward when it came down to it.
And I felt like Madonna gave him work. I felt like Madonna just he crashed out too early. If he would have slowed it down and boxed a little more, he would have got Floyd up out of there too.
But that's how Madonna fight. He tried to rough you up
he
like how
always
he
like to
did
make a
Adrian
brawl.
Broner.
Yeah, he tried to make it a brawl.
Yeah, he beat the damn wheels off Adrian Broner. And you know what? And after he beat the hell out of Adrian Broner ain't been the same since.
Oh yeah,
he won't let his hands go. Won't let him. But I
Yeah,
was saying though,
he ain't been the same since. He was on point moving up. I think what happened with Adrian Broner, man, I think he should have stayed when he was in that class, like 135, 130. I think he should have
but he
stayed
wasn't
where he was
disciplined.
at.
Like, he wasn't disciplined.
Right.
No, a lot of them not, and like look, but a lot of the sport, the big guys are always ducking the big fights. They trying to get that. If you don't have an undefeated record, we pretty much don't care about you. So these guys, they're chasing that undefeated record, and they don't
I think
really
that's the problem because a lot of them this year, boxing was actually good for the last year or two. The biggest fights, even though you get clowned, is the biggest money. And it's like if you fight the biggest guy, you're not gonna. People gonna clown you, but the money's gonna always be there. A lot of these guys like Teofimo, he said he hasn't even made over $1 million fighting yet. He was offered 11 for Devin Haney. He said no.
Oh dang, yeah,
It
he
came down
ducking.
to it. Yeah.
They offer you the most money you ever had, and he say no. Dog, yeah,
And
he
people was trying to make excuses saying, "Oh, well, he's actually doing good business and stuff like that." And I'm like, till dude finally told me, he was like, "Look, I think Tio more like he's more afraid Devin Haney's gonna outbox when it comes down to it."
I mean, Devin Haney, I don't know. He got his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, then
But
tried to.
Ryan cheated though, but that's the problem.
I ain't
Ryan
jacking
cheated,
that. I ain't jacking that.
bro. You talking to a fighter, bro? If you got damn, I always say damn super soldier. Even if you keep a 0.1% of that in your body, which he did, that can change the whole outcome of a fight. A tenth of a second, if somebody hitting you, is what I'm saying. That makes very, what I'm saying. There's a very big difference between you landing the shot and motivating.
Nah, the way he dominated Haney, that ain't all
Bro.
bro.
Nah, bro. You didn't see his last fight against Rogan. He didn't look remotely the same fight. Type, did you see that fight when they fought Rogan? And you know who Rogan is. He's not even really a good fighter at all. He outboxed Ryan.
But
A
every
lot of
fight,
people said, "All right, it was the juice."
but bro, you should know that every fight is different. Like different guys pose different things. A guy that's not as good as another person might have that guy's number in a certain area.
Bro, Rolly is just trash fighter. Nobody look at Rolly as a great boxer at all. If you getting outboxed by a guy that can't box,
he almost
or
beat
like,
Tank, but he almost beat
he
Tank,
didn't
bro.
almost beat Tank. Tank was
Absolutely.
literally just setting him up, bro. You're just waiting for the kill shot.
He was winning. I watched that fight, bro. He was smoking
I
Tank
know,
in the
but
rounds.
Tank don't throw a lot of punches. He calculates. That's the type of fight Tank is. He calculates. He wait for that shot. He knew he was gonna catch
Hey
Rabbit with
y'all.
that shot, and that's exactly what he did. You gotta go, Tank.
Yeah. But I
Oh
gotta
yeah.
take my ass to bed.
Facts.
We'll be back in here tomorrow for the game though, and like I said, after the game, I'll put the link back in. We'll finish up conversation.
Hey, where's both of y'all? Give me a final prediction. I'm talking about on the score.
On the score?
Yeah. For the most.
Let me see. I'm gonna go Pacers.
What? Oh, okay. That's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What, tomorrow's game for tonight's game?
Well, yeah, you might as well say, yeah.
Yeah,
It will be tonight, Warner. I'm gonna go Pacers. I'm gonna go 115, 108.
Okay, what about you?
I'm gonna go 7-point game, 115, 108.
Nah, I'm going to the low scoring end. I'm seeing I think OKC gonna struggle. They're gonna have a similar game with like Denver, where they had a low scoring game. They got their ass up out of there. I got like 105 Pacers, OKC 96. So like a 96.
Almost like a 9. What is that about? 9-point game? Is that 9 or 11-point game?
I got a 9-point game, low scoring too. It's gonna be low. I think it's gonna be low scoring.
I'll say this. I'll go with OKC on this one. I mean, I ain't really too high on it, but let's say 114 to at the end 105. Meaning they was dominate the whole game. You know what I'm saying? Not say dominate. Let's just say they always had the lead. They just the score in this eventually being 114 to like 105. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I just say that, you know what I'm saying? I think OKC gonna control the tempo and all that. Then, at the end they may make it close at a time, but OKC, gets that lead back. I mean, you know what I'm saying, extends that lead again. And win. Okay. Like I said, 114 to 105.
All right.
All right,
we gonna get up out of here, man.
All right, brother. I'll see you tomorrow. Where you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, we'll be back on tomorrow night for the game. Yep.
All right.
I appreciate you coming through, brother.
No problem. All right, bro. Be safe out there.
Okay. All right, man. We is about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate all y'all coming through here, kicking it with me. Appreciate all y'all that stayed in here late night conversating with us, man. I know we went a little longer than expected, but most definitely appreciate y'all. Everybody who came up and hollered at me, man. Be Good, Rashad, Tri-State, all y'all came up here and hollered at me, man. Appreciate you coming back through Trucker 49. Goodbye to Sean. Ryan Anthony, if you're still in here, man. Appreciate all y'all standing here with me for the late night conversation, man. Appreciate y'all comments. Oozman, if you still in here, Walking Ghost. I don't know if y'all still in here, but hey, I appreciate y'all coming in here on the late night, kicking it with me. Pablo, for sure, man. So hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow night for the Pacers OKC game 3, baby. And y'all be safe, and I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow night, baby.